there, guys. We're halfway there. All right, hump day starting right now. Let's get down for the thickness.
What days am I?
Steam rising, can't deny. I'm not broken, I'm not lost, just chasing sweetness at any cost. Down for the thickness, hear my plea. Waffles are the truth, they set me free. Golden temples, just for me. Down for the thickness, let it be. Crunchy edges, soft inside. Maple rivers where dreams collide. A better bond I can't divide.
You smell that, chat? You smell that? What's that smell? Your weekly waffle has begun! Exclamation mark waffle for your chance to
Slow
win.
smokes.
Stay tuned.
Yay.
Mike the camel on the sandy shore, building rigs like never before. RGB lights in a summer's glow. Thermaltake's the star of the show. Beat the heat with style so bold. PC dreams in a chassis of gold. Intel power making waves so sweet. Mike's got waffles and the summer beat. Fans spinning as the ocean hums.
Mike. We're teasing Mike.
Beat the heat with style so bold. PC dreams in a chassis of gold. Intel power making waves so sweet. Mike's got waffles in the summer beat. On a Wednesday morning, the week halfway through, feeling the hump day.
Blues got know what to do. What is up, everybody?
Mike, the
Oh, baby, it's another beautiful Waffle Wednesday. Happy hump day, everybody. How is everybody doing today? Let's go. Let's go. Are you down with the thickness? I know I am. I am down for the thickness, baby. Let's go. How is everybody doing today? Phil Knox coming in with it 23 months. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate the love. And Slow Smokes coming in with the 6 months. Hashtag yay. Let's go, man. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to get in on those extra waffles. It's still September, right? It's still September, right? Get those subs in, man. You guys get some extra chances on those waffles. Don't forget, too, our waffle is already going. I can tell that you know. I see the waffling. Much waffle. Very good. Let's go. Oh, man. Dude, we got a good one today. I think we should be wrapping up our View 290 today. We got a lot of good stuff going on with that. Some really interesting clearances here with this, trying to pack in as much as you can into a mid tower. Well, you're in the right place because that's what we got going on here today at a Thermaltake Live. And you like waffles too? No way, me too. All right. Me too. Skull coming in with the 2 months.
Actual Jake Jiggle.
Let's go, baby. Thank you much, man. Happy birthday, Pig. Happy birthday, Mr. Pig. Too bad your birthday wasn't on a Wednesday. No, I'm just kidding. I heard some people are getting their waffles. I heard some waffles. I think I got almost all of the waffles out. All the Intel stuff should be on the way. All you guys, if you take a look, check your email for a tracking from UPS. I believe if they're not going, they didn't go out like yesterday, they should be going out later today. But either way, you should be getting an email with the tracking information. Just keep taking a peek on that. You know, watch your waffle all the way to you. My birthday was, but no stream that week. Oh, that's a sad one. I'm sorry, Neat. But happy birthday. Oh man, how's everybody doing today? Oh, we're midweek already. You know, it feels like it's a slow week for some reason. I don't know. Like we were just talking about it today. You know, it feels like Wednesday feels like almost like a Friday right now. It's just like one of those weeks, man. It's one of those weeks. But hey, that's why we are here breaking up your waffle week with some good stuffs. Oh, let's get on over here. We got our waffle radio going on. Oh man, so hey, we had some new stuff coming out as well. A lot of new things are actually right around the corner. I'm really excited for some new products that are going to be, I don't know, maybe less than a month away. Let's take a look. Let's take a little look here. I think we've talked about a couple of things. We've got, of course, our new wood series. I'm still waiting on updates for the View 390 colors. That's definitely one right around the corner. We got the black and the white right now, but we have the other 3 colors coming very soon. And then we got the new wood series or WS series right here. Those new wood series. I really like this black with this walnut. I think that looks really good. If you're, you know, into carpentry and PCs, maybe this might be the perfect match for you. Good. Trying to decide between AIOs when ordering new parts. Yeah, there's a lot of choices out there for AIOs nowadays. I mean, with all the screen craze, I mean, hey, guilty as charged. You know, we've been doing it too. But, you know, I think software really separates a lot of companies. I know for us here at Thermaltake, we've been working pretty hard on our new RGB 3.0 software. And I'm hearing there's going to be even some more stuff coming with some other things that are going to make things even better. So a lot of big stuff is cooking right now in the Waffle kitchen here at Thermaltake. A lot of stuff is cooking. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. And then, of course, you know, we have our new mag flows. We're hopefully should be seeing more stock in about a week or two. I'm waiting for some updates as far as when it will go live. I know I got a couple of wafflers that are interested. Hold. We're gonna get this sorted out here. Just waiting for the shipment. I can't send you something I don't have, but I do appreciate your guys' patience. As soon as we get stock in, you wafflers will be some of the first to get that fresh shipment once it lands here. Once we get it in the warehouse, man. So hang tight, you guys. I think I've communicated with everybody on that. In regards to those, dude, we had a good amount of AIO waffle wins too, man. I think that's really, really good. Thinking about going to the RC360 flow with memory. Interesting choice. I mean, the RC is a very unique cooler, you know, as far as with the memory and stuff like that goes, but do pay attention to the compatibility there with the memory on that. You know, it's a different type of product. As far as when you're looking at this one, for example, if you're looking at this Ultra that's like right here, we have a 360 and a 240, but take reference with the memory that has to be used, okay? You might want to just look at one of our V2 CPU only coolers and then maybe look to just get the optional screen as an add-on too, because we do have like if you want like a clip-on option for your memory, say your memory doesn't have some RGB on it and you want to jazz it up a little bit, we do have those kind of things too. So a lot of different things, man. Oh my goodness. Oh, and then we got a new banner too. Let me see if I can find it. All right, there it is. Racing Sim, your sim racing pit stop. I think this is pretty cool. Cool little setup right here. If you go on in, you can take a look at some of our first launch SKUs for our sim racing setups. We're going to be doing bundles with both wheel bases and pedal sets. Of course, we have a variety of different cockpits already. More is coming, if you can understand. But we got the GR 300 and 500 options. And, you know, they separate themselves price point wise and feature wise too. We're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna get in on this, especially for a stream. Would we need to do a racing stream? I think we need to play around with some stuff and set some things up. I think it would be a lot of fun. The software, especially for the wheel, is quite interesting as far as how you set that up. But I really like how if I set this up on the wheel, it stores the memory on the wheel, like for the game. Like once you have it set up for the game, it stores that information. It's kind of interesting. But I mean, I never really thought about it too much until we got into this even more. Because I mean, dude, the GR 500 can also do this actuator motion set that allows full motion, you know, front, back, side to side, all that good stuff. Oh, it's a Wednesday. Boop, ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. But yeah, a lot of interesting things. I mean, we're coming out with accessories, monitor stands. We've been doing some stuff with SimuCube. I think we're going to do more, but definitely excited. I really like this 300 kit. I know that, dude, tariffs are really eating up a lot of this price, if you can understand. Because these products were, you know, planned to be a little bit cheaper, if you can understand that. You know what? Something beyond our control, you know.
Pirate's favorite kind of tea? Booty.
Ghost Pirates, Booty. Arr, yar. Dude, hey, wasn't it like Talk Like a Pirate the other day? It was like Talk Like a Pirate the other day. Too bad that didn't land on a Wednesday. Too bad that didn't land. We would just talk like a pirate the entire stream. Yar. Oh man, that's funny. I can't get over that one. I love that one so much. But yeah, lots of things in the works. Even more coming very soon. But yeah, like I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on. Each and every Wednesday, we are live streaming away here for you guys. Streaming away. But yeah. Oh. And then we got some new software too to talk about.
I've crossed a lot of things off my to-do list today. I haven't done any of them. L just don't want them on my list
Guess
anymore.
what day it is?
Thank you, C-Player.
Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh,
Chef.
come on, I know you can hear me.
Coming
Mike,
in
Mike,
with
Mike,
the
Mike, Mike.
tier
What
one
day
for
is it,
4
Mike?
months, baby.
Chef Marlon just resubbed for 4 months.
Let's go.
Waffle.
Get in on that waffle, baby. Good luck. Get in on that waffle. You see, he did it right. He did it right, folks. He waffled, he subbed, and then waffled. Love that lizard. Love that the lizard. Yeah, spend those points, guys. Spend those points, you know? Gotta find something for him. Gotta find something for him. All right. We got a lot to do, so let's just get on it. Exclamation mark waffle for your chance to win. It is already begun. Don't miss out. You got some time, but don't be a last-minute waffler, all right, you guys? You guys, get in here. Get in here. Are you down for the thickness? I hope so. We're going to have something thick later. Like this graphics card right here. This graphics card is definitely down for the thickness. I mean, what a monster. What a monster this card is. And you know, no disrespect and everything. I love the beefiness of this and everything, but trying to fit certain components into certain builds is always a fun scenario for all of us. Sometimes it goes smooth, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes we want Gatorade, sometimes we want H2O. You know what I'm saying? H2O. I have some H2O right here. Thanks
Those
so much.
Pirates Booty Popcorn Savannah Rays all for only $6.
Only $6? What a deal! That's right. Oh, okay. So we got a graphics card. We have got our View 290 almost done. Almost done. Just add some lube. That's right. That's right. Make sure your fans are always properly lubed for operation, you know? We left off last week getting our fans kind of situated, talking a good bit about how certain things can go depending on how the case is. I mean, I can see we're in some more tighter spaces depending on the size or weight of your component. You know, different products can do, you know, either some good things or some bad things depending on how everything fits together. You got to plan all of this out. You got to think about what
Guess what day
is it going to work?
Guess
is it
what
going to fit?
day it is?
How can we test?
Huh? Anybody?
You know what I mean?
Julie, hey, guess what day it is?
Hey,
oh,
let's
come on,
go.
I know you can hear
Appreciate
me.
the sub.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
It's hump day.
Get up, come on, get down with the thickness. Get up, come on, get down with the thickness. Get up, come on, get down with the thickness.
Yeah. Here, let's get down with the thickness real quick. I made a couple of new songs. It was funny too because Sono came out with version 5. So I've been using 4.5 for a lot of songs, and then it's just really interesting to see the difference, you know? Whoa! Hey, that's you! Hey! I don't want to blast you with the thickness too much. You know?
Pig ready to go. Let's
Oh,
go.
I love me a waffle. Let's go, Pig, coming in with a 20. Dude, Dude, that's crazy, bro. Next month is gonna be 2 years, Pig. Really? Like already, bro? Wow. Man, time flies, dog. Time flies, man. Oink, oink. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it, dude. Good luck on your waffle today. I know you've been waffling recently, Mr. Pig. So let's go, baby. Let's go. Enjoy that drive. Enjoy the waffle. But yeah, so on the 290, well, we talked a lot last week about, order of operation, SOP, what goes in first, what goes in second and third. Sometimes, depending on your case size, you can have, some wiggle room, or sometimes it can come a little close. And I think a lot of people can relate when you're talking with like a mini ITX versus a full tower build. And then you got a lot of stuff in between. And that's where like the View 290 fits. It's a mid tower case, universal ATX supporting both backwards connect as well as standard ATX motherboards. We got a Project Zero board in here. And it's doing pretty good, back panel and everything. We haven't really, managed our cables just yet, but we're getting there. I think time flies when you're having fun. That's right, baby. Time flies when you're waffling, my friend. But I got a lot of nice room right here. There's some really cool cable tie downs on both sides, going both horizontal as well as vertical in the case, as you can see. So nice little opportunity to tighten some stuff down. And I think it matters even more when you're working with a backwards connector motherboard, because that 24 pin, for example, does kind of stick out a little bit. And, it could interfere. I mean, as you take a look at the case, right? Definitely poking out a little bit further than what your panel would more or less accept. I mean, yeah, I know we can all get our foot and brace it and we can slam the door closed and just hope that it works. But, hey, we don't have screws for you to ratchet it down while your friend sits on the back panel. Okay, do your cable management and get everything right. But yeah, no, just make sure that you accommodate for that extra clearance you may need if you're going with a backwards connector board. And I think that goes for just about a lot of cases. We do give a good amount of room with it, and I'm not really too pressured on being able to kind of push my cables over a little bit. We'll get them all nice and bundled up. But first, we need to get this bad boy fired up and make sure everything's working before we spend our delicate time on zip tying the you-know-what out of this PC right here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Wireless power cables needed. We got those are coming. On the way. They're on the way. What? No shoving the rat's nest under the right side of the panel and pray? Well, that's what the power cover's for, right? That's what that power cover's for. You just tuck it all in there. You don't need this hard drive right here. Take this out and shove all your controllers in there. You know what I'm saying? and I got we got a couple of things mocked up because we are going with our TT RGB fans. I have our SWA fans right here, and still missing a blade. I need to find the blade for this. I totally spaced it. I didn't put the blade back in. But we have our TT RGB fans that different from the ARGB fans that connect to a controller and support our new TT RGB Plus 3.0. I think as of this stream, 303 is now the newest version. I think I talked about it last week or something like that, with 302 coming out. 303 is now live, and it's added some new features. We've got some more improvements, of course, specifically with the screens and how the performance of that goes. I got some fun demonstrations to kind of show you in regards to that later. Hopefully we can get this bad boy booted up and get everything going on with that. But then we added in this new feature called AI Forge. And this is basically kind of like what I like to do here on the stream, with the stuff, my camel artwork, or my songs, AI powered, being able to allow you to just kind of type in what you would like to see, click go, and then it will generate an AI image that you can just upload right on to that cool screen of yours. Where's mine? That cool little screen of yours right there. and have some nice little offerings. You also have the ability to upload MP4s, GIFs, your own images. I mean, you can go and do whatever AI images and upload them that way too. We're just giving you more and more options with our new 3.0. So if you guys have been using it and you want to take a look at that, 303 is now available to download over on our global website. I think it should be up on our USA site here pretty soon. But all right, so where we're at with the build, we have to kind of make sure that we're gonna go the right way. What's the order of operations as far as what I'm gonna do with the clearances that I have? So last week we mocked up our graphics card. We mocked up our pump to kind of get an idea as far as, which way do we want our tubes to go? Is it going to interfere with anything if you're talking about either the screen or with the card, especially if you have the graphics card in a vertical orientation versus just going in traditional, plugging into the motherboard. Now, a lot of the stuff that I've seen, messing around with this build is that you definitely get some good, proper clearance for just about anything plugging directly into the motherboard. The case, of course, supports that, but we've gone ahead and rotated our PCIe to take advantage of that vertical mounting, and definitely want to show you guys some really cool clearances here with this. It was a tight fit. At first, I was a little worried, but then I thought to myself, I go, it's our live stream. We got to go big or we got to go home. You know what I mean? Waffle on. We got to do something that you guys are going to be like, wow, that is close, but it works. So I think I kind of went a little overkill. I would say a lot of graphic cards are not necessarily all this big. One of the big things to take note, especially when going vertical, is of course the width as far as how wide the card is going to be. You can see this silly little 2-slot here, barely even covering half of the thickness. Are you down with the thickness of this GPU? And you have to have that added space, right? You don't want your fans right up against the glass. You know what I mean? Been there, done that. And now with mounting the card vertically, you also have to consider the height. Look at the height of how much the card extends above the bracket. So those little things could be something you may not necessarily think about first and run into scenarios like this down the road. Now, and I'm talking, we're 11th hour. This is probably one of the last things. You spend so much time and everything on this, but did you mock it up? Did you double check things? So one of the big reasons why I'm here is try to help make things a lot easier for you and for you guys to see, at least on Thermaltake's side, what we recommend as far as the best way to go to get the most out of your build. And with that, I mean, I'm looking at my AIO and how I'm gonna mount it and what I'm gonna do. But at the same time, I'm trying to decide, do I put the graphics card in first? Do I mount the CPU cooler first? What's next? We also have our back fan to mount as well, which will likely be one of our last things to install. So that way we have the most clearance for our graphics card and or everything to mount it in here. Because the way this goes vertically, your set screws for your graphics are actually on the inside. So that's probably one of the takeaways from the case. A lot of cases that we've done, you would have that screw securing from the outside of the case, and it kind of takes away as a no-brainer. It's not going to be, it's a no issue kind of situation. But sometimes you can have scenarios like this, and if you plan it right, it works right. And I'm going to just try to do my best to show you probably one of the best ways you could build in your View 290. So with this, we have our riser cable mounted. We got our fan mounted. I got my Gen 5 already plumbed, right? We've gotten a lot of our connections all plugged in. We haven't connected up all of our fans just yet. So there's definitely that to consider before putting in some big stuff that's going to take up some space. And then, of course, as we were talking last week, when you're working with a backwards connector board, one of the nicest things about it, and it's definitely something I've been guilty of as well, is those bottom connections right there on the bottom. And sometimes once you got that graphics card and you're like, oh man, I forgot to plug the front panel in, or oh, the HD audio, no. stuff like that can be an issue where, you know, if you got a backwards connector board, man, hey, you're doing that at the end game. That's the end game right there. And it's nice that you have the convenience of that. So I can definitely see some good pros and cons. Besides just a nice clean front look here. I mean, we're literally doing a mullet build here with this because we got some backwards connection. So, you know, business all up front, party in the back. You know what I'm saying? So I think what we should do first at where we're at here, I mean, we can mount our AIO, but before we get our AIO all mounted up, let's kind of take a look at our controller, the fan connections, and just kind of get some wires run. And I'll do my best to get it set up.
HD audio, what happened to Hi-Fi 3D audio?
What happened to Hi-Fi 3? High fidelity. It's high fidelity. Oh. Luckily for my magnets, I just got a nice little braid of RGB cableage right here. But yeah, no, even when you're going with a controller, this is going to still have a magnetic connection with what looks like a 2.0 header, but this is designed to go to the controller that your fans will come with. And that is in reference to our RGB, not our ARGB, to kind of, you know, make sure you guys know the difference. RGB has controller, ARGB motherboard sync. You know, plug into the motherboard software takes control. Our software won't even know it exists, you know what I mean, unless you have the controller. So hopefully we'll be able to get our build up and running and get TTRGB 3.0 installed for the first time, and you know, just have a nice little opening experience about it. Let's see how it goes. You know, I'm a little worried. You know, it's first time. This is a brand new build. I got a fresh OS, got it updated. At least I think I got it all updated. Yeah, we'll see how the new RGB works here, you know, and have some fun with that. Yeah, it should be some good stuff. Oh yeah, some fresh squeeze coolant, baby. Get yours today. All right. So, you know, another thing we were talking about last week too is that if you do plan to go vertical in the 290, you get a single fan option mount here in the front on the bottom. So you do still get some decent intake, but you definitely get more if you plug the card in traditionally, allowing up to 3 fans on the power cover. So it's your fan, your way here with the case, but you know, plan accordingly as far as what you want to do. You also have an option for 2 fans on the side. So AIOs usually include their own fans, but if you are planning to upgrade, you got 3 across the top, running up to a 360 millimeter radiator, 2 on the side, 3 on the bottom, and 1 in the back. Kind of makes a little bit more sense, because if I had 1 more fan location, I would have to buy another 3-pack. So this would kind of save you a little bit going vertical with that versus grabbing an extra 3-pack. But hey, maybe you want to do that later. It's up to you, because of course the riser cable is sold separately. So that cost right there, the riser cable, I think is actually cheaper than a 3-pack of these fans. But that's up to you as far as what you want to go with and how you want to do it. So let's get some connections. I forgot where did I put is my connector on the front? Oh yeah, my connector was on the front here for this one. And I believe we were talking about, whoa, graphics card. Let go of my cable, bruh. There we go. Happy Wednesday. It is hump day. Let's go. All right, we got our little arrows lined up here. Trying to think on how, we got a pretty good gap right there. Look at the distance there from the AIO to the back panel of the case. Like there's a lot of wiggle room right there. Now, of course, with that, you do have some options with the case. I don't know if I showed you guys this last week, so I just want to kind of throw this out there. But if you take a look at the top panel right there, you'll see that there is 3 sets of rails. So with the 3 sets of rails, it gives you the option to offset the radiator. In this particular setup, I have the radiator offset or furthest to the glass, where I could have it a little bit closer or more or less over the top of the motherboard. It's not going to cause any clearance issues, especially with a backwards connector motherboard. If you want this guy to be a little bit more countersunk, you know, pushed back a little bit. So it's kind of up to you, but you have those 2 options there. It doesn't necessarily mean that it supports other size radiators, so just keep that in mind. Those would have 4 rails versus just 3. You know what I mean? So let's see.
What day is it, Mike?
It is hump day. That's right. It is the hump day. And they're like, where do I want to end up running this? Because I don't really want it to stick out. I'll probably snake it along the side of the rad, so that way it's incognito. I mean, just kind of laying it out right there. I mean, you can see the cable right here, but you can't see the cable right there. You know what I'm saying? So, but I can understand if you want a perfect view, you have some nice little options. Maybe you want to tie this in here, kind of run this back, however you want to do it. It's your cable your way. You know what I mean? So you do you as far as how you want to set it up. But of course, you still have to connect everything up. So the other thing that you want to consider, especially with dealing with product, give me this, especially when dealing with products that support a controller that you need to connect up, and then all of your connections are gonna go right in here like this, and you have up to 5 different ports on the controller. And one of the nice things about our MagForce 2.0 is that you have the ability to connect multiple fans up to 3 and then run a single cable off of that instead of having to run 3. Because dude, I gotta tell you guys, when I used to have to do this, because we've done a lot of builds that way, I mean, when you're talking about the amount of fans, 10 fans is 10 cables. 10 cables is 2 controllers. So then you have to have 2 power, you have to have the USB, or you had to do the daisy chaining, because we included the little daisy chaining controller to controller. You got to set the little dip switch, making stuff a lot easier here with this. So streamline your RGB today with a fun little TT RGB controller. The updated EX referencing the magnetic connector, our MagForce 2.0. This is definitely the way to go. I don't know if I could go back to single fan, single cable scenarios, man. I don't know. My cable management is tired. Looking at all that stuff. I mean, that is a lot of extra work there with that. And you know, you got to find room for it and everything like that too. So, I think it's funny when people talk about like, oh, your airflow will improve because you won't have such a mess of cables. Well, we'll get all this tucked away real nice, but I always like to practice what I preach. So we're going to make sure it works first. And then, you know, we'll get into that. So let's just unplug this. Now that I talked about the controller, we'll get back in there. Just stay in there for a minute. Well, let's see as far as what we want to do. Now we have our other fan here on the bottom, as well as these fans here on the back. And I know Box is here. I know he's already thinking, he goes, dude, you're not gonna get it first try. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. I have definitely had my share of not getting the connector just right on the right spot. But the good thing is that once you get it there, it's good. It's just kind of like the little situation where you just don't know if it's connected right off the bat. And that's again why I say do everything first before your cable management. Make sure everything is working, because you know, even stuff like this, you know, if you're going to tighten down your cables, you know, you want to secure with a zip tie, sometimes you can pull on it just a little bit much and it can just offset that pin pad connection, and then you just gotta go back and reassure it good. So those things can happen even post fixing and getting everything all up and running, because you're just like, oh man, it was working, why isn't it working? So you know, and I've been guilty of that too. I like a nice tight cable, and you know, sometimes I go a little overboard myself, you know. All right, let's get number 3 in here now. We're gonna just snake this up here on the side. But at least, you know, the one thing that I do like about this is that you got an all white connector, you have all white wires, and an all white sleeve on here. So it will blend real well with like a nice, just all white type of build. Because I know you guys have been telling me that, like, I mean, even stuff like this, like on the AIO, like, why are the little rotaries black? They should be white. And I'm like, you know what? That's a good point. I wonder why those were black. But then I thought, no, you know, but contrast, right? Everybody likes a little contrast. I mean, there's a giant screen that goes over it, so you rarely see it, but I can still see the feedback on where people want an all-white fan. They want an all-white fan. I understand. You know what I mean? It's kind of like how we were talking about with motherboards, right? Like, give me a white PCB board because I just want to do a build like this, or just give me some color or something. You know what I mean? But nice thing is the motherboard companies are coming around. They're doing some more color options. I'm really liking it. So there's like 3 cables. Just kind of, we're getting a feel, right? We're getting a feel of everything. You guys waffling? Waffling good? We doing good? Getting in on it? All right. Omega coming. Hey, appreciate the 3-stream streak, man. I appreciate you being here. That's 3 weeks. That's a long time, man. Thank you. Okay, so top, side, bottom, back fan. All right. And I'll look for that here. I gotta get that. I'll get that blade. It's over there. It's over there somewhere. I'll dig that up. So we got our controller. And then, I do to make sure that at least I have something like, where is all this going, right? Trying to separate things, layers. If you've done like any like simple photoshopping things, I want to make sure that certain stuff's over and under and over, so that way at least I know that when I go to bundle it, it's going to be good. I'm not unplugging, replugging, because I just didn't think about it in the first place, right? So a lot of those kind of things, can come up, and you'll change some stuff. You go, I don't know. Yeah, well, they should go this way instead of that way. And I get all that. So that's why, we test. That's why we get everything going. Now, let's see. We got port 1, 2, and 3 on this side. One of the nice things about the controllers, too, is you got 3 ports on one side, 2 on the other. So it kind of makes some sense. The 3 is going to be 1, 2, 3, not 4, 5. It's not 6. 5, 4, 3. You know what I mean? Math is hard. Math is hard.
What day is the mic?
But let's go ahead. We'll get a couple of these guys plugged in here. We have so I got my 2.0 plugged in. This does require Molex because it needs like the ultimate of powers. I wonder if that's going to change to 2 SATA. I don't know if I'd want 2 SATA versus 1 Molex. I mean, I know Molex is old, but I don't know if I want 2 SATAs running to my RGB either.
Mike, what day is the mic?
I don't know, man. I've had a lot of weird scenarios with serial ATA power, but hopefully everything. Well, we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what the future of RGB has to offer. Then we'll go ahead and we'll get this in here. So then there's our 3 fans. Well, I guess it's more than 3 fans, but you guys know what I mean. Let me get that set up. And then we got one more. And then the nice thing is we got an extra port right here for some other stuff. So if you want to add in some other things, you have some other options and everything. And then, of course, one of the other nice things I like about this is that you're going to get a Y cable off of the 2.0 header. So my other cable is going to be going to my screen on the AIO, and I should be good to go utilizing only one USB 2.0 header port. I will mention this now, as I always try to, at least when it comes up. But if you guys don't know, screens are real finicky. You need a direct USB 2.0 connection. Using hubs is hit or miss. Even the ones out there that get fantastic reviews, your screen support, and I'm not saying just Thermaltake, but a lot of screens that are out there can definitely have some issues with hubs. So utilizing one of those 2.0 connectors for your screen is definitely critical. I would say if you're gonna hub anything, hub the RGB, but if you can avoid it altogether, I'd highly recommend it. Hopefully your motherboard has at least 2 USB 2.0 headers, because cases like these nowadays are coming with a 3.0 and Type-C. So you're not seeing 2.0 on your cases anymore. So in a way, we're kind of freeing up a 2.0 header for you to throw some more screenage and RGBage into your build. So you're welcome. But then again, I guess the other question that always comes up to me is like, why did motherboard companies not just put 4 on there? Is there a real reason why we don't have 4? Like, why couldn't they just done 4 of those? You know what I mean? Like, and this was like years and years ago, going like, why don't they just put more than 2? And then you got motherboards out there that do 1, and you're like, 1, bro? Are you kidding me? But I guess that's why some of those boards are big money. Am I right? Am I right? Let's see. Look, I'm already. Where am I going? Where are we at here? What's going on here? See, it's already twisted and turning. Yeah, thank you guys for joining for another wonderful Waffle Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope everybody's having a good week. Finally cooling off here a little bit in California. It's been getting pretty hot. It was kind of muggy earlier, you know, but we got some lower temps coming our way. Weekend's looking good, man. Weekend's looking good. Hoping that it's looking good for you guys as well. So, all right, so we pretty much got all that situated. You can kind of just tuck it away just so we don't mess anything up. I mean, it should be good right there on that side. Oh, I am going to want to put the AIO in, so let's actually tuck this in a little bit more. We're going to lay the case down here and get that bad boy mounted, so I don't want to pinch or smash any connectors. You know, I got to do it the right way. Oh man, you know, it's pretty good to see a lot of first-time wafflers in here. Welcome, you guys. Good luck on that first-time waffle. You know who you are. Thanks for joining us.
Weeks halfway done
Already.
already.
That's right.
What? Already.
Is the music loud? I don't think so. I think it's okay.
Chances are
Dude, I had so much fun with that down for the thickness stuff, man. Oh my god, dude. I did probably like, oh man, about 10, maybe 15 different variant songs of down with the thickness. It was really good. I had a lot of fun, and that was you guys, so I appreciate that. You guys gave me some fun there for that. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's take our beautiful case here. We'll just mind the AIO. We don't want that to scratch or hit anything there. And we can set this up for the thermal pastage. Let's get it pasted up here. We'll get our camera angle in. Now, this was something I had to definitely take a look at. I'll try to explain it the best that I can, but let's see how we're doing here. All right. There we go. There you go. Give you guys a front row seat, man. We got to give you guys a front row seat. Let's get our retention screws here for our AIO ready to go. We got that right there. Set these guys right up here. We getting it all ready. I'm probably gonna knock these over, am I? I'm probably gonna knock these over, but that's you guys can sit here and see if I do that or not. So there you go. There you go. Now, I took a lot of different options with the way I could go with the AIO, right? I mean, if you have your tubes towards the front or you have your tubes towards the back, you can get two different scenarios as far as how everything's gonna fit and as far as everything's gonna look. So with this being a mid-tower case, I don't have a lot of that wiggle room or height that a full tower case is gonna offer. So I did kind of go with putting the tubes up towards the front. But at the same time, my AIO has a screen. I've removed the screen, you know, because hey, I don't want to get it scratched. You should do the same, especially if it is removable until we actually get it mounted in here. And then the other thing that I started considering was like, as far as the orientation, you know, which way was I going to go with this? I mean, I was looking at options like tubes down as far as scenarios like that. But then the tubes kind of gave me a little bit of a concern. I mean, yeah, I did have some clearance with this gigantic graphics card going in here on the side. But the other thing that I was saying, I mean, it's a view case. I want a good view. And no matter which way I already dropped them. No matter which way I orientate here, where's the magnets? There, I'll just have, yeah. See these magnets come in handy. Look, there we go. Where'd the other one go? Yeah, we only need 3. It's lost. That's okay. We only need 3. I'm just kidding. And as far as me trying to not break this, so I was looking at some different options as far as which way I was going to go with this. The option that seemed to fit best for me, that initially I thought was not necessarily the best way, was going with an orientation like this, where I have the tubes towards the backside. It gave me the most clearance for my graphics card in a vertical format. But one of the things that I didn't really kind of, I guess, think about at first was that I do have rotary options on both of my tubes. So with my block actually facing in this direction, it gave me some opportunity to kind of push my fan or the pump itself, right? The pump, not the fan. The pump here in this position, moving my tubes up enough where I'm not hitting my top fans at all. And it's giving me even more clearance here for my graphics card. So this is the way we're gonna go. But first, we gotta peel a sticker, guys. Don't forget, this is very important, okay? Sometimes it may be a little hard to read, you know what I mean? There's a little flapper right on here, but you know, I can't say it enough. You gotta remove this, guys. Don't forget about that. Let me get my thermal paste ready, and we'll get to mountain here. I'm gonna clean all my greasy fingerprints off from all my French fries I had for lunch today. They were waffle fries. I had waffle fries today. Oh man, I love a good I love some. Do you guys like waffle fries? Are you guys big fans of waffle fries? Crisp cuts. Well, they have a lot of variety of names, huh? I kind of call them waffle fries because, you know, I'm kind of biased to that. Okay. So we got this all set. We got this going here. We need to, oh yeah. Oh, look, we found it. It's right here. You guys were trying to tell me this whole time, but I can't. And let's cheat. Let's just cheat. Got it. It fell right down in here. Right down in there. You guys are probably, it's right there. You're blind. It's right there. You're right. Let me see. See, look at the magnets. Magnets hold this on here. Look at that. Look at this. Bram. See, these magnets come in handy for so many things, including building. You're welcome. It's like, you can get one of these, but why use this? All right. Let's just double check our back plate. Let's make sure nothing got loose from last week. You know, everything seems good. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Rams in. Fully seated. Just double checking. Double check your stuff, guys. Double check your stuff. All right. We have this ready for the peel. Oh, look, there's a waffle on my CPU. There we go. Nice hearty X marks the spot. And let's hope
French
this all works
laundry
out.
chef be making some gaufrettes, aka bougie waffle fries.
Bougie waffle fries. Nice. Oh, we almost forgot. You're welcome, chat. Don't forget, guys. Don't forget. Real important, okay? And we'll just get this lined up like this. Or not. Go. Try to get a little smush on there. I like to, you know, little press. Try to get at least two of these guys in here to hold it down. There we go. Get a little grab on it, you know. We're just gonna hand tighten these bad boys just for the moment. More. Is that goofrettes? Is that what that's called? Goofrettes? I mean, we're doing Intel. Let's get an Intel screwdriver, right? Let's see where to go. And then, you know, one of the nice things about this AIO, like a lot of the others, is you just go until it stops. There's no torque setting. It basically, how you would say, just bottoms out. So once you're there, you pretty much know it, and you really can't go any further. So it makes it pretty easy. I know back in the day, we used to deal with torquing these things, and a lot of people got real specific with torque screws and torquing down and what you're gonna do. And then see, like, dude, look, you got a lot of options here. I mean, if I want to do some cable stuff up here, I can move this over this way. But yeah, I honestly think this is gonna actually look really good. I don't necessarily want it super close, but like, we still got a nice gap right here. I mean, there's really no concerns with it like that, and it kind of gives a nice little swoosh to it. I liked it, so that's why I went this way. Would someone get offended if you told them to go make a goufrettes yourself? go goufrette yourself. Maybe. Depends. I don't know. They may or may not be a waffle connoisseur. You never know. All right, let's switch back. Oh. Oh, dude, I'm so glad this thing is like, I'm not gonna say it's half the weight, but it's definitely a lot lighter than that View 600, man. That View 600 is a beast. Of a box, man. I'm curious. I gotta get that out, man. I gotta get that out. I'm working on it. Almost done. I know. I'm trying to get it out. I know. It's in the, dude, I think about it like every day. Paperwork stuff's got to happen, so it is what it is, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so then once you have the AIO mounted, because we are talking MagFlow here, one of the things probably one of the biggest pet peeves I've had with our AIOs that we've done before in the past and everything was that the connector, this guy, here, let's just, so you guys all, this connector that was right here. Whoa. Hey, plug directly into the AIO. Me too. All right. And you had this cable, you know, kind of sticking out of the
Mamba
side there.
570. Waffle.
Let's go, Mamba. Appreciate the 2 months. Thank you. But like this cable would plug into the AIO and you would see it. And one of the things that would is that, again, if I want a nice white build, the last thing I want is a black cable right where my screen's going as a focal point, I guess, for the build, right? So we've updated our AIO, and I really hope this stays, where instead of having the connector directly on the pump itself, where you're plugging that connection into the pump, we've now taken it to a cable, and you basically just have a mini USB extension cable here, and then this allows me to then route this up and around the back. You won't even see it. Makes such a difference to me and cleans a lot of things up. So definitely hyped for this nice little change. And then we're just gonna figure out, let's see, where can we sneaky snake this and we wanna get this so we don't want you to see it. I don't want you to see it too much, but we got some things we can do, some things we can't do, you know what I mean? But the point of the matter is doing the best we can. And then, of course, your PWM pump. Now, this is going to be a 4-pin PWM. This powers the pump where the other one does the screen. So there are two separate cables, two separate things. So the pump will work even without the screen. So tested, ThermalMike approved. So you can definitely run the pump without the screen as far as just getting stuff all set up and everything. It's not going to affect the pump performance because it is, in a way, separate, if you can understand. And you know, one of the nice things I like about it too is that with the screen itself, you don't have the cable on this. What's that?
Who's that?
Yo,
That's right. Yo, pick up the phone.
What's that?
Dude, I'm so excited for the new Scary Movie, man. Oh man, I'm so excited for the new Scary Movie. It's gonna be. I hope it's so good. I hope it's so good. I need a good laugh. I need a good laugh right now, and that's definitely, hopefully, the movie. Hopefully, Marlon Wayans, they handle that. I'm looking forward to it. I was really looking at what they had going. I was like, oh, we need to add that in there. So I was like, all right, we're adding that in there. Okay, just kind of fishing it around. I like kind of just hiding it around a little bit. I mean, you can barely see it. And then one of the nice things too is that once you get the screen on there, it's pretty much going to disappear because it kind of overshadows the pump itself. I mean, it clips over the top of it. You know what I mean? And then this gives us this, which right here is huge for me. I don't have to plug this directly into the pump anymore. This can now run through the back. I can do cable management with this, and you won't see it. And regardless of what color this cable is, it necessarily won't matter. And there you go. And you're done. So big fan of that. Big fan of that. As well as this. So your PWM pump, backwards connector boards. No more having to run the cable back and then forward again. You guys know who you are. I do it too. And then having to do that. And then you have this like little loop that you got to kind of throw in the mix here with this. Now you got those PWMs just right here. Let's see. All right, so we got a system fan, we got pump fan, and CPU fan. So with this one, I do like plugging it into the pump if the motherboard supports it, of course. If not, I go into the CPU header, especially if I'm dealing with fans that go to a controller. Now, if I had fans that would then are ARGB and they have their own PWM, I always usually plug the fans that are on the radiator into the CPU cooler header because it just kind of makes sense as far as the way I like to do it. And then that way I always go, okay, yeah, the fans for the rad are always there because that's just the way I do it. And then that way when I'm in the BIOS or if I want to set different fan curves, I kind of know what I'm playing with because I kind of planned it out in my own craziness. You know what I mean? You handle yours your way, I'll do mine my way. You know what I mean? But at least have a plan. I think that's the most important part. And if anything, hopefully it gives you guys some ideas here to make your build even better too. All right, so we'll clean our cables up and everything. We got to first make sure everything's working, but you know, it is a live stream show, so I do want it to be I do want it to look nice. I do want it to look nice. And let's see here too. Oh, okay, let's real quick. All right. Is it 2 o'clock? Oh no. Oh, dude, I want to watch State of Play. I want to watch the State of Play. I think we get in trouble if we watched it, huh? I could just have it on in the background while we're building. I can't do that, can I? That would be really cool if I did. I would just pop it up as a little, like, you know, just throw it up over there or something. You know what I mean? While we're building. I'm curious to see what's going on. Don't you spoil it for me. Don't you spoil it. No, you're kidding. I would say that because I know it's just now starting. So nothing's been like officially announced, right? But I'm curious on Bloodborne 2. I'm curious on anything Elden Ring. And that's about it. What are you guys interested in? The Sony State of Play? Yeah, the Sony State of Play. Because it starts at 2, right? I think it just started. I'm just gonna put the camera over here and we're just gonna watch it. I'll just watch it over here. We'll do like a watch party. I'll just watch it. You can watch it and all that stuff. BF6. Oh, we'll go. I guess my point was games that I don't know that are already coming. I don't know games that I don't know that are already coming or that exist. We're gonna find out hopefully some new games that are now possible to exist and everything. Silent Hill F. Yeah, I was watching some gameplay of that yesterday. I'm still a WoW guy. Really can't get into any of the games. Dude, I feel you on that, Rob. I was not a WoW person, but I was a Final Fantasy person, and I did a lot of Final Fantasy for a long time, and I can definitely relate to that. I'm really curious on what's, it was hard for me to kind of venture out into some different games and everything, but give it a shot. Try a nice simple indie game and just get a different feel or different style. It's a nice break from that too. And that's kind of where I feel like I kind of need breaks from certain games. And sometimes it's nice to have like a chill game versus a game that you really have to like really get into, right? Like I've let's see, I picked up Jump Space or Jump Ship. Jump Space. I've been playing that with the boys, and that's been fun. Not as hardcore, you know what I mean? More chill, and it's fun with the guys. 100%. Shout out to my boys. You guys are the best, and you know it. But you know, at the same time, I've been playing Silk Song. I got hooked on Silk Song, and I've been playing the you know what at a Silk Song. But there's so many other things. It's like I'm already telling myself, I'm like, dude, I got to beat Silk Song and all this stuff. I'm preparing my body for Battlefield 6. I feel like I'm going to take a day off. I don't know. When is it's the 10th, right? It's the 10th. So that's a Saturday or a Friday. That's a Friday. So if Battlefield 6 comes out on a Friday, how many people are going to take the day off and expect to play it all day, but to only get stuck in queue? Oh my God. I've done it so many times. I'm afraid. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I don't know if it's going to hate me or it's going to love me. I don't know what's going to happen. It's really tempting though. It's really tempting to take the 10th off and just play Battlefield all day, man. I think a lot of us can relate, dude. We've already did. October 13th is a holiday. Is it really? Wait. October 13th is a holiday. I see where you're going with that. You're right. It is. So is Friday. 4-day weekend. Okay. Man. Oh, man, if only. Right? If only,
At
guys.
Thermaltake Live, send me the invite. Would love to get some games in. BF6.
Okay. Yeah, I a lot of that's like, it's kind of weird for me. I want a game with people, but if you can understand too, I work for Thermaltake, so it's kind of like I don't know. Like if I play games with somebody, I have to play games with everybody. I don't want to have like I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that right now. I'd love to, but at the same time, I have personal accounts. If you can understand, I'm not ThermalMike 24/7, and you know I like to keep my personal stuff private. If you can understand that too, so. I'm thinking about how to do that, but we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. Old BF 1942 games. Oh my God, dude. I couldn't even tell you how many hours I put in to just, 1942. We're talking subs back in the day to, Desert Combat. Dude, I played them all, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. All of them. Big fan. Big fan. You guys got all my love from Battlefield, man. 100%. An account can roll with my squad and Star Citizen. Yeah, no, and that was the other thing too. Was I don't know if I'd have to do like a different account versus my personal account. I'm thinking about what I can do. I'll let you guys know. And I appreciate that, Uwe. Dude, I'd love to get into some Star Citizen. 431 came out. A lot of improvements with that. We were just talking the other day about some strats on loading cargo and stuff and some new things to do. And it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. One of my boys got one of those like $32 million ships, dude. It is a beast. It makes my Cutlass look small. And if you know, you know. BF6 video is the closest game to you had me at hello. Yep. The music too. Dude, and you know what was funny? Not to go too much on Battlefield 6, but I'm looking forward to it. But I looked at the song list, right? I looked at the song list that they had for BF6 and I saw Red Hot Chili Peppers and I was just praying it was Give It Away Now. I was so hoping it was Give It Away Now. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my goodness. You know, funny story. I did a video a long time ago for Thermaltake. Let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can find this really quick. It's still on our YouTube channel. Oh. Well, let me see if I can find this. Oh, so here's our live stream right here. I'm trying to remember if it was, what video was that? I think it had, it might have been over on our global page because I used to do a lot of videos over on our global page. Was it this one? This was 6 years ago. Oh, let me pause this real quick. Let me see. Take me back. That is a 20-minute video. Whoa! Look at this guy. Whoa! Wow. Well, look how professional. Look at that, the buttoned up shirt right there, looking good. Talking about fans. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Did this have it in here? Did I do it here? I can't remember if I did. Oh no, maybe I didn't. Oh, hello. Look, we had AI 6 years ago. Look at that. We had AI 6 years ago, guys. Look at all this stuff. We had AI 6 years ago, dude. That's crazy, dude. That's so funny to look back on that. All right, let me hold on. That's a North American channel. Well, let me switch over here really quick. Let's go over here. Global. Oh, I saw that state of play real quick right there too. Oh, hey, here's our little expo in June. Let's go. TTRGB. Gosh, that was a long time ago too. When did I do this? Let me see. Let me see if I type in Battlefield. Let's type in battle. Oh no, that's going way back. Share. Dude, I'm gonna have to see if I can find this video. I did a video a long time ago, and it was about our TTRGB Plus when we added in the synchronization for we added in the sync for to react to the game sounds, and we had to do a demo with it. Oh man, I wish it would give me a little highlight so I can see. I'm trying to remember which one it was. See, 7 years ago. This was a hot minute. This is a hot minute ago. I don't know if this is, no, it's only a minute 17. It's not that one. Oh my gosh, now it's bugging me. I'm trying to remember where it is. Let's see here. Thermaltake, TTRGB, video, Battlefield. Videos. Because I know we didn't do this, and I remember I actually had an email from EA about this. Oh, where is it? Okay, I'll have to see if I can find it later. I'll have to see if I can find it later. It was so long ago. And it was like a longer video too. I'm trying to think. See, it's 6.5 minutes. Don't think it was this one. This is like thermal mode. See, I was demonstrating thermal mode there. Oh no, oh no, this was a different video. This was with my boy Tony. That was with my boy Tony. This was 7, man. No. Dude, this is like back when we first, this is like before, right when 5 volt came out. That was 6 years ago. That was 6 freaking years ago. Introduction. Don't think this one was it. Nah, it wasn't that one. Oh my gosh, I gotta find it. I'm gonna have to. I'll have to find it. Sorry. I'll have to see if I can find it, man. Dang it! I know it's here somewhere. I'll have to see if I can find it. All right. We gotta get back on this though. Let me see. It's been 74 years. It has been. All right, we got about 20 minutes left on our Waffle. 20 minutes! Exclamation mark Waffle if you would like your chance to win. All right? If you'd like your chance to win, exclamation mark Waffle like Grim Razor just did. Let's go, baby. Get those waffles in, baby. We're going to be waffling here in a little bit. All right. Dude, I wish I could find that video now. Oh. But it was so neat because I was like, I need a game that would react to the RGB and kind of show people that it works, right? And I'm like, what other game would be better than something that goes rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat? And I was like, yeah, that's gonna work, you know? That's gonna work. I'll have to see if I can find that. I'll have to show you guys. That. All right, so now that we got everything set up, we got our AIO, of course, mounted our CPU. We peeled our sticker. We used a thermal paste. You should too. So that's definitely just, a tip from your boy ThermalMike. But let's see how our screen is gonna fit on here and what that's gonna look like. So the screen itself does snap into place. We can see what we can do here with our tubes and everything to be able to still get some screen, but still have some tubes. Now, one of the nice things I like about this as well is that the case does come with those nice little Velcro ties, and you can use those Velcro ties for the tubing as well. And, white cases come with a white one, and then the other cases come with like a black one to kind of match the interior and stuff. So those might be something I might want to take advantage of just to kind of clean some things up. Old Mick AI had a server farm. That's funny, Green Garage. Thank you, Mad. That's really funny. Oh, 20 minutes. Waffle. Be there. Be there or be a pancake. Don't you dare miss it. If you're going to walk your car, go walk your car now. If you're washing your dog, you should wash your dog faster because you have less than 20 minutes to be here for the waffle. You have to be here. No re-rolls, guys. No re-rolls. If you're going to enter for real. No fake entering. Okay, so we got our screen in. We got all this stuff in. Let's see how everything's going to start fitting up, right? So our next step here with the case build is, of course, going to be putting the graphics card in. This is definitely something you have to do first because the screws to secure the graphics card down to your expansion slots are on the inside. And because they're on the inside there, if you are planning to put a fan on top here, then of course that's going to become a problem and kind of get a little bit in the way. So SOP does kind of matter with certain cases or certain stuff that depending on what you're going to do. I think just about everybody's going to have a fan in the back, but not everybody's going to have their graphics card in a vertical format. Now, understanding that if you have it traditionally, this really is a non-issue because your screw mounting is going to be right here on the side, and it's not really going to cause or affect any problems there with the way it goes out of the box. But if you're going to go vertical, this is what matters, and this is why I want to show you what's important. Make sure you take the right steps. We're not backtracking too much. We're moving forward, all right? So with our chonker of a graphics card, I'm not going to plug the power in just yet, but we're just going to kind of take a glance at what our clearance is. And I have the screen on for a reason. Normally, I would install the screen then after the fact, but I just want to show you guys, how this goes. Here. I think you guys will get the magic a little bit better if I do this. So let's set it up. There we go. I don't think the music was even loud enough. Okie doke. All right, so case build, right? Here we go. It's not small, guys. It's not small, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put it in here. Now, bear in mind, this is kind of the edge of the screen right there. It might be a little difficult to see, but retention clip, make sure the retention clip is slid back. And then we just got to line up our bracket. So that way we can get this in here. And then that's going to go right in place just like that. And I was actually kind of amazed. And because I'm not going to screw it in just now. But I don't know if you guys can see. But holy crap, that is cool. Because it's literally barely gapped out. We're talking like a centimeter of a gap right there. With the card, I mean, I can kind of sag it down so you can kind of see, but it does clear right here with this. I even tested it pulling the screen on and off with the card secured in place, but boy, is that a tight fit right there, but doable. So that's what I'm trying to get at, is that when you're looking at certain things, these kind of little things can pop up, and it might not be the first thing that you'll think about. So that's why mocking up's important. And that's why I think trying to take the full potential of a case like our 290 here, I don't think everybody's going to have a card like this in this system. You have a card, like I was saying, that's not taller than the bracket. Look at all that extra space that you're going to have there. That's going to make this a non-issue as well. But you still have to consider that screw that's going to secure the card down before putting the back fan in. Now, we'll just be real careful popping this out because, like I said, it's really close, but it is doable, and that's how it goes. And then see, you got right there. It's really, really tight. Just hit it with a hammer. That's right. It might be the last thing your PC does, but you know what? At least that is your choice. It's your hammer, your way, after all. Am I right? But dude, yeah, I mean, I don't think most people are going to be running a card this big in a case like this, but showing the potential of what the case can offer, looking and thinking about the spacing. There's a lot involved with case design, and a lot of these things have to be considered. Stuff like these products, more or less, might or might not exist by the time the case comes out. And that is definitely a big scenario for us when you look at cases from the past with the technology of today. I would definitely tell you that a lot of cases we had 4 or 5 years ago where we started doing vertical mounting were not planned for stuff like this, that's this thick and that's this heavy. So it is something to consider as far as at the point of when it was made with what's out there, right? So it's important to do your research, you know what I mean? But it's crazy to see how much stuff has changed. When you look at graphic cards, you look at other things. I mean, this motherboard has connectors on the back. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that? You know what I mean? It's not waffle time yet. We still got time, right? It hasn't been 20 minutes. Okay. I was like, what? There's like no way it's been 20 minutes. Okay. Hasn't been 20 minutes yet. Okay. So now that we know that's all going to fit in there and that's all good, let's pop our screen back off so I can show you the screen mounting after the graphic card installed, because that was kind of the point of what I was wanting to do there. But before I put my card in, let's double check everything. Do we have all of our connections plugged in? Well, hey, one of the cool parts with the motherboard, everything's in the back. So we got that set up. Do we have our fans? Now we got our top fan to put in, but that shouldn't be much of an issue. I mean, I know we can run our cable there. Do that. Find our little space right here for this, and I just, you know, gotta love the mag. Just, you know, it doesn't even have to hang down like this. I'll just magnets. Wow. All right, and then we got our Gen 5. One of the things I like about this too is that when you mount the card in vertically, this Gen 5 literally disappears. It's not like with what I saw with Gigabyte, where they moved the Gen 5 connector sideways and countersunk it so that it plugs in there. That's a sneaky little way, but I think a majority of people are still running their cards like this. So it would still be something in a way that you would see, but think about what that would look like vertically. I mean, it would literally be gone. Ah. I forgot to apply the liquid metal. No, we're not going to go down that water block route. You know, we're not going to go down that water block route. If my Acer's graphic card doesn't need liquid metal, I mean, yeah, I know I could do it. I know I could do it, but I think I've seen too many liquid metal issues recently versus benefits and everything. But hey, you know, it's your pace, your way, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? You can even use the free stuff that comes with the AIOs, which I more or less don't recommend. Get your own paste, do it right. You know, get some good stuff. Get some good stuff. How much does your computer really mean to you? That's what I'm trying to talk about. Okay, that's mounted. We're good there. AIO's in. We got it connected. We got our fan cable there. All our other connections are on the back, so it's really a no worry in regards to the rest of this. So I think we're good. I think we're good. And then
What
little
liquid
retention
metal
clip in
issues
there.
have you seen?
I need a little bit more structure than my little turntable can give me, so. It's always fun trying to get these mounted. There we go. Make sure we get that bad boy seated in there. Yeah, okay. Now, I think the only other thing that kind of, whoa, that cable's, I think the only other thing that you want to consider too is that with this case, with the mounting on the inside, your screwdriver height might be a little bit of a concern. So just take that into consideration. I know a lot of us that are out there have those fun little ratchet little screwdrivers. You're always just dying to find a reason for it. So I love how you could just put something like that there and you could just ratchet it on if you wanted to go that route. Make sure I'm seated, but it's a tight fit. It's a tight fit. But like I said, I don't think most will be going this route with their graphics card, but hey, if you want to, I'm just trying to show you what's possible. And dude, I need a little bit shorter. Same, just a little bit. So this guy should work a little bit better. And I just got to fandangle both my hands here. Come on, magnets. Work with me, magnets. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Ah! Come on, ball. Don't you want to go in your hole? You don't want to go in your hole, ball. Come on. Dude, I can't see too well with this. So I apologize. I can't really show you guys either. But again, this on the inside and everything can be a little tricky. I think the biggest part is just trying to get the card braced up. I almost feel like I want to put something right here to just kind of hold it up for me. So I don't have to, but we're good. We're good. There we go. And see, like stuff like this is not necessarily something I can do with my my electric screwdriver, you know, because it's just the clearance there is a little different, but it's all good. I think the big thing for me is looking at the fact that this riser cable can cover the weight of this card, man. All right, let me get screw number 2 in. I want to loosen this just a little bit. We want to try to make sure we don't have sag with our GPU in its vertical environment. But yeah, it's just a little tight. You know what I mean? Just a little tight. But this is kind of like your differences between like a mid tower versus like a full tower. So if you want that extra wiggle room and you can accommodate that additional space, you know, on your desk and everything, kind of your choice as far as which way you want to go about it. One of the nice things is we got a lot of views and a lot of different sizes and flavors. And we'll go ahead and we'll plug our Gen 5 in here. And that way I can kind of talk to you about, yeah, because like with this Gen 5, I like our cables because they're flexible. So it allows me The cable allows me to be able to kind of play with it a little bit. I'm just making sure I line it up right before I push it down. There we go. Just kind of brace the card on the bottom there. I don't want to push too hard on like the PCB, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll just come back here to the bottom side and grab our slack on our Gen 5. See, where's the other bigger chunk cable here? Now we can get a nice clean look here on the front. Holy spaghetti monster back here, man. All right, there we go. And like, it's close to the memory. So I would say if going a vertical, one of the kind of give and takes with it is that with a card this big going in here, it's really going to kind of overshadow your RAM a little bit. So you might run into a scenario where you'll have to take the card out to take your RAM out, but hopefully you don't have to do that. You know what I mean? But it is kind of the give and the take with the size of the space of the case. Size of the space of the case. Yeah, that sounds right. And I think I got it lined up pretty good. I don't know. I could probably mess with it a little bit more, but let's make sure. Make sure that's fully seated in there. Sometimes I kind of like to put my hand under the PCB, kind of push up on it, you know, and then just make sure that that little lock, there's a little slide lock, you know, that clips a little hook on the card, and then just make sure you engage that. Engage. Then we have that up like a so. And then now coming in here with our screen, and like I said, guys, it was a tight fit, but I love trying to maximize a case. It's just, it feels good. It feels good to go with the full fidelity of what this case has to offer right here. But man, I gotta tell you, dude, that, I mean, barely gapped out. It's almost perfect. Almost perfect. Maybe a little bit more wiggle room. It's a little too close for comfort, but it works. Okay. So there we go with that. Now we have our cable here for our last fan, and this will definitely be something we're just gonna have to put in here at the end. Waffle timer. I know we got an ad break going on right now too. Waffle timer's almost up. Waffle timer is almost up, you guys. I'm gonna actually let the waffle timer go a little bit longer. I'm gonna finish getting this fan in. Hold on one second. I'm gonna let it expire. It's gonna expire here in about 20 seconds. Gives me a little chance for a little break. They're releasing magnetic Bluetooth speakers. Interesting. Wonder why they would want one of those. Dude, View 71, it was a great case, dude. The 71 and the 51, I'm a big fan. I built full custom builds in those. Those were good. All right, here we go. I'll just turn it back on for now. We got to get our last fan in. I got to go grab that fan blade. So here is your last few minutes of waffling. Get those waffling in. Lakota 1966.
Lakota
Thank you for the 6 months.
1966. Waffle.
Waffle, baby. Good luck.
Tasty waffles. With
Get
lots
those
of
last
syrup.
minute waffles in. All right. I'm going to go grab my fan and then we'll get our fan in and then we're going to get fanning. We're going to get fanning.
As a response to allegations, I'm sorry, I seem to have something stuck in my...
Somebody get him some water, please.
It looks like my new co-anchor may need a glass of water.
What's up? What's up? What the? Who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? Happy hump day, you guys. Hope you're doing good. All hail the almighty chair stream.
want bananas on my waffles.
I like bananas on my waffles too.
I want bananas on my
Should I just have the chair stream?
I want bananas on
What is it? They do this? Who was it that did that? Was that Dr. Lupo? Was that Dr. Lupo that did that before he started playing chess? Trying to think if he was the first one to do it or not. But I definitely remember seeing that and I thought it was so funny. That was definitely good. Golden crispy. Waffle man. All right. I got my fan here. I got my fan here. Okay. All right. And then you're on the downhill here with this because screws go in the back. Put the fan in, connect the magnet up, and you're done. It's not too bad.
Waffles, tasty waffles with lots of syrup.
There we go. But yeah, we're just kind of checking everything. It's looking good. I mean, I could probably mess with the bracket a little bit. I think it's pretty level. It might have a little bit of a sag, but you gotta give it some support, man. The poor bracket down here is just going, why? I feel bad for it. I feel bad for it. Why are these things so big? That's what she said. All right. Let's see here. We'll see here. Take this off. Hope you guys are all doing good though, man. Appreciate you guys being here, waffling with us. Our waffle timer has been extended to the point of me finishing this. So you have until then. Get your last minute waffles in. So we'll connect our magnet connection up here to our cool little fan. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna slap it in here. Now, one of the things that's interesting is that with the back fan, you do have support for both 120 and 140. That's why you got 2 sets or 4 rails that you see there. So you can do a 140 fan on the back there, but just understand, and maybe it's just me, maybe it's just me, I don't know, you guys let me know. But I mean, if this is all 120 only, that's 120 only, this is 120 only, this can do 140. I'm probably just going to put a 120 there. I think it's a little weird that it does 140 as well. I don't know. Maybe the bigger fan would look better, but I don't know. I think the nice thing about it, it's kind of isolated, so you really can't tell with the fans on the top, but maybe it's just my mentalness, my little bit of crazy. But the other thing that I do like about this is that you got elongated slots, so you do have some flexibility, but you don't got much, right? You're either gonna hit the rad or you're gonna hit the card, depending on what you're gonna do. Remember, guys, if your card is sticking a good 2 inches above the bracket, it's gonna take up some additional space you might not necessarily consider. So always think about that and mock your stuff up. Now, this doesn't offer any particular offsets with it. It's just it's just 120 and 140, but you do have some wiggle room top to bottom. And what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to mount it so the fan's a little bit lower, so I got room to fix the magnetic connection, because I'm a betting man. I'm going to say that I probably didn't get it right the first time, but we'll find out, won't we? We'll find out, won't we? Good to go. So there we go, dude. Last fan's in. And as you can see, if you can understand the order of operations, why it's important, from rotating the PCI Express slot before installing the motherboard to installing the graphics card before installing the back fan. So there's a couple little things to go there so you can maximize your space without having to backtrack on your build, by just following some simple, hey, you got to do this first before you do this second. I think a lot of us learned that real early on as a kid, but you know, again, sometimes it could be a little bit to think about, you know, especially as you're gathering your parts, you know. But hey, I'm here to help, man. I am here to help. All right, so we got our controller. We got a mess back here, but that's fine. We can clean that up. That's not a worry at all. I've definitely dealt with worse. But we have our controller. We have our 3 fan cables going to our variety of fans, including the top 3, the 2 on this side, and even that cool little guy right down there on the bottom. We also have 1 additional connection here for our back fan. And one of the nice things too, and I know I get this question a lot, is that we sell a 3-pack of magnetic fans and we include 3 cables. So that way, if you have a onesie in your build, if you're looking like, look at Tower, where it's got 2 singles versus like stacks. So those little singles, we always include 3 cables for 3 fans. So you'll still be able to go 1-to-1 if you have to, but we definitely, you know, the other nice thing too is that if you're doing 2 or 3-to-1, you have basically 2 extra cables for either other stuff that you'll add on later, or hey, just in case something goes wrong, you got a nice backup cable to swap out. Granted, I actually haven't had one issue with the cables themselves. Like the magnets don't fail. I don't. It's kind of hard to say. Oh, my magnet failed. The magnetism has stopped, and my RGB fans don't work. I'm waiting for that Reddit post, but I don't think that's going to happen in our lifetime. I don't know. I guess I'd have to look it up, and I'd have to check with ChatGPT. How long do magnets keep their magnetism? I'm really kind of curious now. I'm gonna look this up later. I'll have to look this up later. We have to get waffling going on. How many fans on a single controller? Well, the fact that you can run 3 per cable, you can do up to 15, and I've done that. Might want to split it up, but how many cases support 15 fans? So you're really not too maxing out on this. Now, this was a bigger issue, of course, back in the day when everything was 1-to-1, because then if you had 5 fans, that was 1 whole controller, and you'd have to get a second controller to do anything more than 5. And you guys know, most cases out there, you're gonna have 6 or 7 fans is a common total. And then you got like 9 or 10 fans on the higher end stuff. I mean, I know that like the Tower 600 does 13 fans, right? So I get that. You know, it's a different style case though, right? It's not a more traditional case like something like this. But yeah, I think that's where a lot of that comes involved. You know, that comes in too, in regards to that. Okay, so plugged in. We got that all plugged in. Oh man, I'm wondering if any of these fans are even going to spin. We're gonna have to wait and see. Screen went on good. Power plugged in for that. It's so weird when I do backwards boards because I don't visually see like my 24, my 3.0, my Type C. Like I'm like, I plugged all that in, right? It's all back here. I plugged it in, right? But yeah, I think we're good. Oh, cable management is done now. See, I mean, you can literally push this, close the back door, and just be done with it. You know what I mean? But, you know, you can cable your way how you want to do your stuff. All right, so we got this set up right here. Let me get this going. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes. I still am seeing people waffling. You guys need to waffle. We're gonna stop waffling here very soon. I'm gonna give you a little bit extra time so I can set my monitor, keyboard, and all that so we can get our first boot going. So that's it though. That's it. You waffle or not, kitchen's gonna be closing soon. It's closing soon. No, I need like one of those, like, I'm trying to figure out how can I do that when I transition this stuff. Wonder what I can do there. I'll have to figure something out. The Earth keeps its magnetism for billions of years. Yeah, but did the little silly magnets on my fans last for billions of years? Good time to walk the dog? No, it's not. Don't you do that. Don't you dare, witness. Be right back. thought the chair was going to move, didn't you? Okay, almost set up. Have you waffled yet? You better hurry because the clock is ticking. I can't keep this batter much longer. We're gonna have to. We have to purge some waffles. So you guys need to get in, or you're gonna miss. And I'm sorry. I feel bad every time somebody waffles last minute. I wish I could waffle the whole time. Get some power. Oh, yeah. I got to plug it into the stream. I forgot. You guys want to see too, huh? No way. No way. I freaking love this low profile HDMI cable. Oh my gosh. 15 feet, super small. Fits in every freaking case that I've ever had to deal with. That's my review. That's my review on something like that. We get that set up right here. All right. All right, we're going to waffle, and then we're going to find out if this boots up. Are you ready to waffle? Have you guys okay, everybody waffled? Let's see. Where are you? No more wafflers? No more? Waffles are pancakes ribbed for your pleasure. Somebody gets it. Somebody gets it.
I am the waffler, golden crispy, bad guys of history.
Bad guys of history. How does that exist? How does that exist? Alrighty. We done? We good? We good? Closed. Done. That's it. Kitchen's closed. 10 for 10 with waffle again. Let's go. Oh, the fresh batch just came out. Oh, who wants the dibs? Who wants dibs on the waffles? Oh, man, they just came out. Oh, they smell so good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You ready? You ready to waffle? I know I am. Ah, I missed the button. Oh, I gotta love it. Waffle, waffle. Mike. What is waffle time, everybody? Let's go. I was born ready to waffle. Oh, my favorite part.
Lizard.
I think somebody wants a waffle. What do you think? I think somebody wants their waffle. All right. All right. All right. New wheel. Yeah, new wheel. So we changed it up a little bit. I had to take swag off. No more swag for right now. We are on a pause for swag packages. I've run out of stock on a couple of things. And so in, classic waffle fashion, we just doubled down on all the Thermaltake stuff. So there is nothing but Thermaltake gear to give away to all of you guys. Remember, it's your prize, your way. Good luck, everybody. More power. That's right. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Winner number one. Yubu over on YouTube. Yubu on YouTube. Congratulations. Yubu, what? Oh, he says what? Let's go. Hey, why is my thing not updating? On YouTube. On YouTube. I'm glad that you're on Twitch, though. I appreciate you being on both. Don't forget, folks, double down with your waffles and get entries in on both. Make sure you get entries in on both. All right, he says, let's go spin it. He says, oh, waffle me. You're going to get waffled right now.
Just can't seem to
Good
win
luck.
it.
Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Ooh, nice. Scoring our TT gear package. You got a lot of variety of options here. Mouse, keyboard, a lot of fun things. Feel free to message me if you have any questions. Congratulations. Ubu over on YouTube. Congratulations. Just so close to the power. So close to the power, man. All right. All right. Congratulations. All right. We got one more. We got one more waffler. One more. Take a look, dude. We got keyboards, mouse. There's like so many things that are on there, you know? Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Ah! All right, one more. One more. Ubu. Ubu won. But we got one more winner. Are you ready? Are you ready? It could be you. No, it could be me. No, wait, it can't be me. Oh, crap. All right, let's go. This person's won before, and I'm going to say it so bad. Yo, they said, Pajala, Mia. I'm just going to say Mia. Congratulations, Mia, on winning the waffle. Let's go. Let's go. I saw him. I saw the yo right there on Twitch. Congratulations on winning that waffle. You say spin it, you're going to win it. Good luck. Good luck to ya. Thanks. Spin it like we mean it. Let's go. I'm gonna. Let's go. Come on, baby. Big money, big money. Noise, dude. Scoring an AIO of your choice. That's a huge win. Congratulations. Feel free to visit. Both of you guys, feel free to visit thermaltakeusa.com. Take a look. If it's in stock, it is yours. Congratulations. Now, remember, for AIOs, CPU only. No CPU memory combos, just CPU only. If you are interested in the mag flows, we are out of stock, so we'll get that going. Let's go, baby. Big money. Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Oh, let's go, man. Congrats. All right, dude. And we did both of these before the song ended. Wowzers. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's get back to, let's get some more. Let's get some waffling going on. Yes. Yes, our waffle is done. Congratulations again, you guys. Hey, don't forget, for both of you guys, you gotta message me on Discord to verify your prize, and then I will send you information in regards to what to do, and you can pick your prize. All right. And for all you guys that don't know, maybe haven't won with us, winners of like the AIO or the power supply have a lot of options there. We do like to offer your prize your way. So stuff like AIOs up to CPU coolers only. We support those. If it's in stock, it's yours.
What day is it, Mike?
Power supplies, we do power supplies up to 1050 watts and under. So you can't do like the top end ones, but a good 1000-watt power supply is definitely a nice prize to take home. And of course, with fans, it's not one fan, it's a fan pack of your choice. Highly recommend magnets. So feel free to get in on this each and every week as we waffle, because next week could be you. All right. And we always do a lot of other stuff, man. We've done so many PC giveaways, and dude, we got the holidays coming right up. I wonder what we're gonna do for the holiday season. Wonder what we're gonna do for the holiday season. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting as the waffle turns. And then, hey, so while I got you here, before you go, another thing, October is coolant testing month. So we are going to need your ideas as far as what you would like to see put in to a system as far as liquid. I'm going to be building a custom cooled hard tube build. I think the View 390 is going to be where I'm going to go. I got that buttery waffle color in mind, and I'm going to need your guys' help. Okay? So what you guys are going to need to do is you're going to need to give me some ideas. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be kicking off on Discord. An option for you guys, if you go over to the live stream chat, we're going to be collecting ideas, safe ideas, as far as what you guys would like to see run in a coolant loop to see how it stacks up with other things. If it's an energy drink, it's your favorite heartburn medicine, or it's just your favorite cold lager, and you'd like to see how it stacks up in a computer. I mean, we've done syrup, we've done beer, we've done Pepto-Bismol, and even Mr. Bubble, you guys. So there's a lot of ideas that are out there. First, we're gonna gather those ideas, and then once we have a good stack of different options from you guys, we'll put it to the vote. And once we get that vote going, we'll pick probably like the top 4, maybe top 6 to see what's going on, and be able to do some fun stuff. Mineral oil, yep, stuff like that. We can do stuff like that. Halloween bootable PC giveaway. We've done Halloween PC giveaways before, actually. Coconut oil. See, there you guys are thinking, you know, I think ketchup's been on the list. I think mustard's been on the list. You know, but hey, next week I'm going to be breaking down. I wanted to do it this week, but I didn't find enough time. I'm sorry, but we're going to get together. I'll tell you guys what we've done in the past, so you guys have some ideas as far as what we've put through some systems. We'll be showing some videos so you guys can see from past streams. I got a list together of what you guys have voted on, as well as the list of ideas that you guys have picked that may or may not have made the cut, and maybe it might make the cut this year. So we'll have to see. Get your thinking caps on. What do you want to see going through a tube? And we'll be putting it to the test. Oh, I know, liquid helium. You know, if I had metal tubes, it might be a kind of a cool idea, but I don't have metal tubes. Simple green, brown gravy. There you think, now you're thinking. Now you're thinking, is it got to be the chunky gravy, or can it be the smooth? Keep thinking some ideas, guys. I'll be kicking off a Discord chat, and we'll be gathering your guys' ideas. So come up with some fun ones. I'm excited for it, especially stuff that I can taste test, you know, because as a dad, I like to make sure it's good before we try it. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. We had a lot of fun with that. Really excited. October is one of my favorite months. I love putting together this weird creation that you guys want to run through there, and then just going through all the trouble of trying to clean it out for the next one. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Power is on. We are connected. We are good. I wonder how many fans are going to work. I wonder how many fans are going to work. All right, let's find out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. We got some spins there. We got some spins there. Oh.
Mike, this is it. This is the year we run liquid metal in a coolant loop. Tell
Oh
Kenny
man,
we
I don't know
only
about
need like
liquid
2 to
metal, my
3
friend.
liters.
I don't know about liquid metal, bro. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Nice. We're up and running. We are up and running. All right. Let's take a look at our fan situation. Okay. So we got our fans spinning, but we don't have our lighting just yet. Let me.
Listen up. I got a story to tell about a camel named Mike. Yeah, he's doing it well. Loves waffles and giveaways. Every day's a treat, and when it's hump day, man, it's bringing the heat. He's a
Dude, I had almost all of them working but one. All right, there we go. But yeah, dude, it's like a brand new build. So I just got this up and booted up. Oh, I had a pen drive too. I want to. I had a couple of files, some viruses to put on here. Let's see. Making those taste buds dance, baby. Oh yeah, I had some fun ones. All right, so we'll move all these over. Copy. I'll put them in, we'll put them over here. Boom. Slap those in there like that. All right, here, let's update our wallpaperage. There we go. We got our wallpaper. Dude, look at this. I made this PNG of a stack of waffles. It's pretty cool. Like, it's just a stack of waffles. And it's a PNG, so it's just transparent. If you guys, AI transparencies are so freaking good. I want to do a lot of things. I also got this one. I made this for our animation for our AI, for our screen. It's got boxes, little sad pancakes right there, and my little waffle man. So we'll see how that looks. We'll see how that looks. I also got this other one. I actually got this from somebody off of Sora that did this, and I think this picture is so cool. Oh, crap, you can't see. Hold on. Display settings. My bad. My bad. Oh yeah, I forgot. All right, there we go. I think, yeah, now you can see. Okay. But yeah, dude, look at how cool this is. Somebody made this really awesome mouse. The detail on this mouse is insane. I love it. I freaking love it, dude. Down the little flag. And then I got this video here of a little waffle guy. Yeah, he's doing his little waffle thing. He's got some pancakes over here. They're looking happy too. He's looking at those, but I think I had so much fun. This is actually what I have on my my AIO on the stream right now. So we'll see how it all goes. All right. Okay. Okay. So you got a new build. You've put everything together, right? Is my music not working? Hold on. What? Test. Where is it? Oh, okay. Sorry, I couldn't see my levels. Making sure my... Oh, that was duplicating. That was what I was trying to... All right, sorry. My bad. My bad. Yeah, but it was like duplicating the music. It was doing like 2, so I fixed it. Sorry. The things you got to do. But I think that one of the cool things about this, and I've been doing this for a while now, is that I can run my AI songs and have them on the VOD because they're mine. I made them. And nobody can copyright what I made, or at least as far as I've seen, there's been no law. So like all this fun stuff, when I play my waffle music, it stays right there on the YouTube. So I think that's pretty good. So I like it. I like it. I'll take everything I can, you know? I'll take everything I can. We'll have allowed $500 worth of coolant. Dude, no joke. I think it would be more than $500 if you're talking filling a loop with liquid metal, dude. I mean, bro, you saw the Derbauer video, right? Of them making it and talking about how much it would cost and how much that big, I don't even think that big tub that he had would be enough. And you'd probably have to like, bro, I mean, we're not trying to suck peanut butter through a straw here, are we? Come on, guys. Don't do me that bad, all right? Give me a break, my friend. Give me a break. Syrup was enough. We had to heat syrup up just to get it to flow, if you remember. If you remember when we did syrup, that was probably the most difficult thing I ever had to do. I was panicking a little bit. I had to rush the syrup to the microwave in the break room and explain that I'm heating up syrup for the live stream. And they're like, what are you doing? Are you eating in there? And I'm like, no. We're putting it into PC, and they just see their face, dude. Oh my God. Oh, it was so funny. All right. I have this plugged in here. All right. So, you guys want to get the latest here from Thermaltake. We have our new software. if you go over to our global page, go over to support, come here to software downloads, you can download our latest version. Actually, wait, why is it? Oh, this is USA. So the USA site right now is 302. Okay, but there is a new version. We're going to be putting 303 on our website, but if you go over, because you might already have 302, right? You might already have 302. If I type in Thermaltake downloads, I'll go to thermaltake.com, and you'll see right here, as of the 18th of this month, 303 is now out. 303 added a new feature specifically for the MagFlow Ultra to add in AI Forge, which is an AI integrated image generating from text that's just all built into the software. Now, of course, you can do all this stuff on your own, but we got a new build. Let's see how we set up our RGB here for the first time. Okay, so now that I have this set up, I do want to check one thing with the controller. Since it's kind of tucked away. Oh. That was with my USB here. Make sure I get that plugged in. Pull my USB out of there. All right, so you're gonna go to our website, right? I'm pretty sure no one can copyright AI generic music. I'm wondering if something will change, but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, there's no like download button. I really wish they would just put a download button here, but you can click right here to then download 303. Once you have 303 downloaded, it's gonna be a zip file. You can extract it. I mean, if you've got 7-zip, that works too, or you can just use the built-in extract all. Go right here, extract the software installer. And then now that we have the software installer, one thing to mention before, I mean, you can do this later, but one thing to double check that you have your critical Windows updates. You're gonna need your net framework like 4.5 and other net framework updates for USB interaction through an OS. So make sure your net framework is all updated, or you're gonna more or less experience stuff just not working because you didn't update Windows to support for the connectivity with those USB headers. So it's a thing especially with RGB and even more with screens. So make sure you check your Windows updates. You don't necessarily need the 24H2 update for this, but you can definitely do that. But either way, make sure Windows is fully updated first. Then, of course, you're gonna double click on our TTRGB Plus software. This is going to then come and do the installation. We'll, let it sit here and cook for a little bit. This is gonna pop up, welcome, click next, click agree. It's gonna install it right under program files. There's also gonna be another location where it's gonna install like all of your config files, like stuff, profiles that you'd save and everything like that. But the main program is gonna be right there in program files. Not 86, just regular program files. Go ahead and click next to do the install. This is gonna then install the software. And then once this is done, you can go ahead and click to run to fire it up for the first time. So, let's see how everything goes. Let's see what our experience is like. Right now, all of my fans are not lighting up. So they are spinning. I might have to double check some magnet connections, but let's get the software installed here first, and then we'll go from there. All right? Little test cases, give you guys some experience with it, you know what I mean? US copyright will only issue a copyright if the music or lyrics were written by a human. Oh, okay. Well, the funny part is that you can write your own lyrics too. But then I guess if I'm the human and it's me, it doesn't matter, right? Either way, I'm having fun with it, and I'm really glad that I can do it. I think that's really cool. This will pop up if you have a UAC or user thing. You can click to allow. You will have to do that in order for like the connection. Same with a lot of other stuff though too. There is some concerns with photosensitivity, the stuff like flashy lights and everything. So it's up to you if you want to click the little box to never see it again. You can definitely do that, but you will see that out of the box for the very first time. But you'll never see it again if you check the box and click OK. So first things first, let's take a look at what we got. All right, so we have an Intel Core i7-14700KF in here for the CPU. We're at 32C, so that's good. Nice to get a quick reference of what the temperature's like on our CPU. We just got it fired up, right? And then we're gonna come over here to our graphics card as well. Take a peek. We got an RTX 4090. Yeah, that's a big one in there. It's a 4090 33C, dude. Really good. Doing really, really good. People do it all the time in the shower. That's true. Now, you're gonna wanna set stuff up. Let's see what happens. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna take a look. Now, one of the first things that I'm gonna see is that I see my AIO and I see my RAM, but I don't see my controller. So, wonder why my controller's not showing up. So these are things that can happen, and this is me trying to show you guys a case to try to help you out in case you have this kind of a problem. Now, if you have other things from Thermaltake, like our K5 keyboard, our level 20 mouse, looking at you, TT Gear Waffle winners, stuff like this can show up, and then you can sync those products up as well once you set up your RGB. You also have your RAM right here that you can go in and click on, but you're gonna move over to lighting for this, and this is gonna be where the lighting stuff is. But first, let's get our controller squared up. So let's take a look, see what's going on, right? Trying to think on how I can show you this, you guys, okay? Let me be real careful with my cables. Sorry if it's a little, as I'm rotating this over here. So we have our controller. Our controller is connected. Our fans are spinning, so we do have our fans spinning, but we're not getting any RGB, and our controller itself is not directly showing up. So we're like, let's see what we can do in regards to this. Now, first and foremost, simple little power sync, turn it off and on again. It's usually a nice, easy option right out the bat. One of the easiest things that you can do to troubleshoot, and shutting your fans off and turning them back on briefly will not make or break a big difference there with your temperatures, okay? The other thing too is considering the USB header and this connection that's plugged in here. The USB connector going to your controller is gonna be what's gonna be connecting for the lighting, not necessarily the fan speed. Fan speed's all gonna be your power connection, so that's kind of checking the first box as far as is it working, but we need to get our controller to show up here on the screen. So now I grabbed this controller. It might not, I don't know if this might be one of the older ones and I need to get a newer one. So that could have been part of my problem. That's kind of on me right there. So let me, because I'm just noticing right now on the bottom that this has that other mark from an older one. And this should auto refresh. So give me 1 second. Let me switch back over here and let me grab our, I got another controller here somewhere. There we go. Let's see if this makes or breaks a difference here with this one. These are just kind of the leftovers that I've had from other things, so bear with me. I didn't get a chance to test this part yet. Go ahead, we'll plug this in. Then we can see, oh, here, let's see what, look at our temperatures. All right, so our CPU is getting a little hotter. We have a pump flowing liquid, but we don't have fans blowing right now. Let's see how hot that's gonna get. See, it's not bad. Nothing to freak out about. Okay. And if this one doesn't work, I'll go grab another controller that I know works. So let me let's see if this one makes it easy for me. Then we can get this to show up. I mean, I'm definitely getting fans spinning. There on that. And I don't have to worry about the dip switch or anything on that either. All right. I gotta find another one. 1 second. 1 second.
Every Wednesday night on Thermaltake Live, Mike does giveaways, bringing joy to your life. He's generous like that. Spreading love and cheer. From keyboards to coolers, his fans all cheer.
Okay, where are we on screen? Okay.
Oh, the pixels hum, The circuits sing and tell gamer days it's the real big thing.
Give me a sec here. Let me just make sure I have a lot of controllers here, and this is all my fault, so. Yeah, give me a minute. I guess I was trying to troubleshoot that, but then I didn't. I wanted to show you guys, but then at the same time, I'm like, oh crap, I forgot that I should know where the right one is. I thought I had one. Doing a lot of RGB stuff, so yeah, see, there we go. And then see here, this is why it's important to make sure you use the controller that comes with your fans. Get that last one plugged in there. And as you can see, now that I have the right controller plugged in, everything's lighting up. And like I said, you know, a lot of differences with them. There are a variety of controllers that we have out there, right? Variety of controllers that we have out there, but it's usually not something you can make a mistake like me, because I just had an older one and I didn't have the newer one there. And that's all good. I think we're all lit up now, right? Yeah, we got our RGB stuff going like crazy. Let's jump over to our software. Whomp. Okay. Oh yeah. See, so this is the experience that you should get out of the gate. You're gonna get RGB as far as the lighting and everything goes, but at the same time, you're also gonna get this controller showing up here on the Connect page. So by default, you'll have the PC info. You'll see this one right here for sure. You can just make up a song. Like, oh yeah. Can you rotate the screen to be vertical? Absolutely. I'll get to that here, because that would definitely be something that would bug me too. So we're gonna go here first to the Connect page. Once we're on the Connect page, you're gonna be greeted here with your controller. Now, one of the neat things, oh, you know what? Let me do this. Let me switch over to the full screen and let me enable this. Hold on. I want you guys to be able to see this a little bit better. Oh, you know what? Let me not do this one. Let's get the GoPro in here. You'll see why in a minute. Hold on. I think I can do this. I think I can set it up this way real quick. Make this a little bit bigger. There you go. I don't want it to take up too much, but at least you guys get the idea, right? There's the RGB. Oh, look. And I'm back. Okay. And then let me move this on over like a this. That way you guys can kind of see both. You get the best of both this way. All right. There we go. Okay. So as you can see right here, when you have everything connected and everything's all set up, you're going to get rainbow puke everywhere. And that's what you should expect. You should be seeing the fan spinning as well as the lights are going. And yeah, that memory does get going a little crazy. And in most cases, depending on the orientation of your screen, it may be right side up or upside down or whichever way it will be, because it usually references the tubes on the bottom, on the top. But the good thing is it's a screen. You can rotate this any way you want to, and you can put whatever you want on it. So bring it a little bit close. Get a little closer in. All right. So now you can kind of see what's going on here with this. Now, with the software, one thing that I really like about the software is that you're going to get your controller. If you have more than one, it will break it down and it will show you 2 rows if you have 2 controllers. And with that, you'll have your 5 ports that are right here. Now, with those 5 ports, a lot of times in the past, you would have to remember what's on 1, what's on 2, you know, depending on what you got, right? One of the nice things about this, we have all fans. So we know it's all fans, but with magnetic fans, there is a little bit of a difference with it. But if you have a mix and match, say you got a distro or a water block, you know, different things like that, and fans, and you're just not sure what's what, come over here to the software. There's a little bell right here at the top. If I click on that bell, it's gonna highlight here, this being the 3 fans on the top. If you saw these 3 fans and turn red, indicating that this is on port 1. And as we talked, remember when I was saying like, oh yeah, I like to put my fans on like the CPU cooler or do like, different stuff like that. So that's kind of why I just, just like a little mental like reassurance, right? I'm gonna click pair. Once I click pair, I'm gonna come over and see a variety of different things. Water blocks, fans, distros, etc. There's a lot of stuff that can be connected into this port, right? But we know we're working with SWA fan RGB. Now, there are 2 different kinds of SWA fans. There is a SWA fan RGB, which is a 1-to-1 hardwired connector. And then you have the EX, meaning magnets. And when you highlight or hover over that particular section, it's gonna ask you for a fan link count. Now, this is where the cool little bell comes into play because it's gonna highlight those 3. So I know, hey, that's 3 fans there on the top. I'm gonna click pair. I'm gonna click or mouse over the SWA fan EX RGB here, and I'm gonna click the drop down and I'm gonna select 3 and I'm gonna click OK. Once I do that, that is now saved on the system and my top 3 fans here are now good to go. Now I can go ahead and click on the bell for the next one. Oh, hey, look, that's the fans on the side. See how easy this is? Let's go through the process now. Now, if it was something that we already picked, it's gonna give you a nice little recent or like little pop-up, just how like Google Chrome saves the little things that you go to all the time. You know what I mean? Looks over at PC. Is it blowing up? No, it's not. And then we're gonna do the same thing. Now we know there's 2 fans on this one. So we're gonna select 2 and click OK. All right, that one's done. Next one. Oh, hey, that's our cool little fan here on the bottom that you can't see. Well, there you go. Now you can see it. I get it so that way everything's in the picture. So that's gonna highlight that temporarily and then you'll see it go back to rainbow. So it's just giving you that visual indication. I love this. It's stuff we did with 2.0 that we're definitely bringing over to 3.0. And then I click pair and then I'm gonna select 1 and then click OK, because even though it's an EX fan and there's only 1 picked, I'm still gonna pick the EX fan. You can actually pick the other one too. It's not a big deal, but just stick with what's right. You know what I'm saying? All right, now we're gonna click on the next one because remember, we only have 4 things plugged in, and that's gonna be our back fan located right here. That's gonna highlight, letting you know what's up. And then we're gonna do the same exact thing, 1-1 SWA fan EX, and now we're done. That's it. So now that this is done, half of my fans are puking rainbow. I can understand that. And I don't like this either, but it is what it is. This is how you make sure everything works, right? You gotta make sure it works and you get all the colors. If your thing wasn't spinning rainbow and you got like blue and green, but nothing else, you'd be a little worried, wouldn't you? Maybe we should do that to troll people too. That'd be kind of funny. But then, my poor customer service would be so pissed at me if I did that. It should have a yellow dot on it to indicate it's not working. Device manager, wait, what were we talking about? Geez, I remember using TTRGB Plus 1.0. Me too. I still actually have that on the orange system. So I got 1.0 on the orange system and I had 2 there, 3 here, but now I've just upgraded to 3 for everything. So this is connecting and setting everything up. You don't have to do anything with your RAM, but if you want to know if it's there, you can click the little bell, I think. I don't know if this is actually I think you have to set it up first, but either way, same with the screen. I don't think the screen's going to do anything in reference to it. It's more for the fans, okay? So controlling and setting this up on the Connect page, this is what's important. Now that I have this set up, I can move to lighting. So I'm going to move over to lighting. Notice I didn't have to save or do anything like that, right? We're definitely trying to make this more streamlined. Now, if you want to do something on the simple, you can just go over here to global lighting, click on global lighting once, click on it a second time, and it's going to pop up this little menu option here on the right. I can go over here and let's say we just want to do something static. We don't want a bunch of movement and whatever. You can see the fans changing in real time. And then I can come out here and let's say, hey, let's do purple. Click purple, it's purple. We want orange, we can click orange. We want like green, we can click green. And you're gonna see this right away, giving you a nice visual indication, but there could be a little bit of a mistake. And we've been talking about this internally, but like, let's go back, let's do blue. Let's do blue. A nice white and blue build looks always good. I've definitely done this in the past. But one thing is you're like, all right, so what do I do next? Well, you click on this lighter area anywhere off of this screen. to go back. Now that you've done this, you've basically set up global lighting for everything in here. You can look at the PC, the RAM's already changed. The fans are all blue. Real quick and simple. If you want to do more or you want to do other things, you have a lot of other options and you can definitely dig deeper into it. I'm just giving you a one-on-one on how to get set up here, okay? You can definitely click on each fan by clicking on the fans down below for all the fans that you'll have. You can come over here to the lighting type. You can go from single to gradient or even environment and be able to change stuff like reacting to music, gameplay. You can have so much fun with it, but we're just gonna stick with single right now. And then another thing that you can do is with the single fan selected, scroll all the way to the bottom and click advanced mode. Advanced mode is going to give you even more features, which I'll talk about later. But just to kind of give you the little onesie twosies, this particular fan has 2 rings, so you're going to see part 1 and part 2. This will allow you to be able to select either a single color or a gradient color and go LED by LED, right? So if I select one of these or other, you know, you can have your different fans. I can go here to single color. I can then pick the color and I can go through there and I can select and set, you know, whatever I want to do with this, right? Apply and return, rinse and repeat, but you have to do that for each individual fan. So I don't want to go into that all right now, but nice and simple, global lighting, click on it once. This will pop up right here. And I mean, you have a lot of other animation features, like if you want something to move around, like twinkle, or one of my favorites too is black hole. I like it because it lights everything up, and then it does like a little ghost circle that turns the light off all around. It gives you movement, but it gives you static at the same time. I'm currently actually running something similar like this at the moment. So once you get your lighting and everything set up, and as you can see, it's gonna show all your devices, all your fans, not just the ports, but all the fans, right? So if you have 3 fans, 2 fans, 1 fan, whatever fan you have plugged in here, Dr. Seuss, it's gonna show all of them, right? So you'll have all those right there. It'll even also show your RAM. Like if you want your RAM to be a different color, you can easily go in here and pick a different color. Like say I want my RAM to be white instead of blue. I can do this, save that, go in here with this one, make this white, save that there. Now I got a nice little cross, you know, of 2 different colors, right? And then, you know, if I wanted to move or whatever, I could do something similar with that and I can add that in there, do whatever I want to do, right? And one of the nice things too is you can always go back to global. Clicking on that global will then put it back to the way it is. And then, dude, don't forget, you got profiles. You can make new profiles. You can title it Waffle Man and do whatever you want to do, right? If I want to make my own profile, I can make my own. You can do up to, I believe, to 5, or actually I think it's more now, but either way, this is kind of like the onesie two, like the real easy getting in with the new 3.0 software. Now let's move over to the screens. This is one of my favorite parts about the new software here, and it's only for TT Adams. Yes, this is only for Thermaltake products. We don't support nobody else. Sorry, you got to go use their stuff, man. Sorry. And we don't, you know, it's just, this is our software with our controller, right? This is not like Motherboard Sync where you're going to use third-party software to do more stuff with it, because those are some nice options. And I definitely think I feel a good benefit there with them. But one of the things I don't like, Motherboard software and all that stuff, they don't offer as many options as we do. And it also kind of links everything all together. I know there's some other softwares that are out there that do their own thing, but understand that they don't work for us. They don't get paid by us. So we don't manage or support anything with them. So it's hit or miss if it's going to work or not. I seen some good results though, to be fair. You know what I mean? Just being real with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I know what's out there. Trust. I've used it too. Now, MagFlow, if I'm going to come over, I want to give my screen. One of the first things I want to do is I want to fix a stupid screen being rotated. So as you can see right here on our screen, it's wrong. So I'm going to come over here. There's little rotation options down here at the bottom. When I click on it, it's going to kind of tweak a little bit on the software, because the software is always going to stay right side up, because it wouldn't really make sense if the software was upside down as you're trying to pick and do your stuff. But if I click on this once, you'll see a little flicker there. But if you look over here now on my pump, it's now upside down. Another click, now I have it right side up. So this is a nice little easy option. Again, it's a screen So you have full capabilities of rotating this and doing all kinds of fun with it. And we're just getting started, okay? We're just getting started. Now that we have our screen set up, you know, it's just showing some boring CPU temperature. Maybe we want to do something a little bit more fun than that. So we're going to come off of carousel mode and we're going to jump over here to backgrounds. Now, backgrounds is really going to change up some stuff, and you have some brand new artwork from us here at Thermaltake as well. You don't necessarily click on these. They do look like album covers, which I really like the new look for this, but you're going to click the little arrows to then cycle between the different things that are already preloaded in here. As you can see, it's already popping up on the screen, and it will do that in real time. Different things that you like. You know, maybe you like one of these, maybe you want to do your own. You can definitely do a lot of cool things. Now, one of the other things that I really like about the software here too, one of the things we didn't do with 2.0 is we're adding in some more integration for system information. So checking stuff like temperature and load for my CPU and my GPU is going to pop up these nice little handy icons that are going to give you some text that's going to show my CPU and GPU temperature. But, you know, maybe I don't like the direction, or, you know, it's covering up where I'm at with, you know, with my stuff. So I'm going to come over here to my horizontal and vertical positions, and I'm going to line this up better, or, you know, just get it where I want it to go. So horizontally, maybe I want it in the middle. So I'll put this at like 50%. Once you let go of the mouse, it will move. You don't have to save anything. It will change once you let go. And then vertical position, maybe I want it more towards the bottom. So I'll put that at like 90%. Just kind of drop it down. You know, if you don't want it, you want it in front of the car, you want it above the car, you can kind of play around with whatever you want to do with that. You can also change the color on it too. So if you don't want to stick out so much, maybe you like this car picture, you can go with the purple there in the background, bring that back up to the top, kind of blends and hides a little bit. Hey, it's your screen, your way. You know what I mean? We're just trying to give you the options there with that. So up to you on how you want to go about that. You can also add in your own custom colors. There's other things that you can add in here too, like RAM usage and stuff. And it's only going to give you 2 out of the 4 option or categories that you have to pick from, okay? I'm really going to try to look at chat, but I do want to try to make sure I explain this the best I can. Tuning in, will this work with Linux? No, we don't support Linux. So as I have this set up like this, say I got it kind of in the middle, you know, maybe I don't necessarily want RAM. I'll just stick with GPU and CPU for now. So, and as you notice too, when I clicked RAM, it unclicked CPU, which was the first choice. So always unclick the first choice, not the last choice, right? Oh man. And I got an ad break coming up too. So I kind of want to make sure you guys can see this. But yeah, I'm so sorry. We've never supported Linux. I don't know if there's workarounds for it, but nothing that I've seen officially from us here. But it is Windows only. It is Windows. This doesn't even work for Mac. So it's just kind of is what it is, right? With this, you also have some other options. You have weather, where if you sync this up and you select your location, meaning you go into settings and you come down here and where is it? Location. If you enable the location, meaning the geo, you know, it'll actually display your weather in your city. So when you boot up, you'll be able to see the temperature and all that. It's your choice. You know what I mean? Me personally, I like to have a lot of fun and put some cool graphics or videos on mine. There's some clock options in here. There's even streaming options in here as far as being able to sync it up with like your camera and have your face on the screen. It's really fun. But going back to background, say for example, I want to upload my own thing. So I'm going to click on this option right here. It says upload. And this is going to then pop up a window where I can go over here to like my download section. Let me change this over to some icons. Let's put our mouse in here with the buttery waffle. Right now, I can adjust left and right. This is my crop as far as the screen because it's a square screen. It's not elongated. It's not widescreen. So stuff to consider. You have zoom capabilities as well as horizontal and vertical. We'll bring the mouse up a little bit here so we get a little bit of that syrup love without cutting our mouse off. We got everything set up like that. We'll click OK and boom, bam, there you go. Now, like we got this. Oh, you know, I don't want to cover in my cute little mouse's face. Let's bring that all the way down to the bottom. We'll bring that down to the bottom. You know, maybe we'll blend it in a little bit and we'll add a little bit of syrup flavor to it. You know what I mean? it's your screen, your way here, right? So, but some cool things here, and that really does pop, I would say, on the screen. I don't know, you guys, it's hard for you guys to see it here, but it really does pop there on the screen. Now, if you want to do more with this and you want to say, hey, I want to get into some animation, I want to do some video stuff. So this will support both JPEG and GIF, even MP4 and movie files. So if I go again back to upload, and notice I already uploaded the mouse onto the software, right? I'll go back here to download. I have my cool little waffle image that I did, right? So now I'm gonna click and let's add in our little waffle. Now, you know me, I hate pancakes. So let's just cut those pancakes right on out of there. I've been waiting for this all week. So I'm gonna just kind of focus in on my little waffle dude that I got right here. Let's get him kind of squared up. Let's see, that's looking pretty good. Maybe cutting the plate off a little bit. Let's go back, yeah, like something like that. We just want to make sure those ugly pancakes don't show up. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll go in here and we'll click save. And then this is now gonna update then to that animation, and you're gonna start seeing that playing right there on the screen. One of the nice things about this too is once you have this set up, if I wanna go back to my mouse, I can just click on the little arrow to switch back over, and I can go right back to my little mouse with this cool little flag and syrup. You know what I mean? So these things will then be stored then on the software for you to create your own album and your own artwork. You can't delete our old stuff. If you go in and try to delete it in the folder, it'll just repopulate. It's a cached folder for you tech guys out there. So that stuff's not necessarily gonna work. But either way, this is the only way to do it. You can't upload manually. You can't dump a bunch of images in and everything. You kind of gotta go the certain way in order to make it work. But if you follow these steps, you should be able to get a lot of fun stuff and be able to square up and do your own thing with your own screen. Now, keep in mind too, this will work with all of our Ultra AIO that we've already had, like the TH series and more, as well as the MagFlow at the same time. So I love my little waffle dude. I got my cool little temperature and all that kind of stuff up there. I think that's really kind of neat. There's this feature called Alpha. And with that, you can put a little box around that. So if you really want to make that separate, you have that choice. Or if you just like a full transparency, you can set that to 0%. Just showing you guys that too as another little thing. And I mean, you know, you could change it around, you know, whatever you want to do. I mean, it's kind of cool because like the little waffle guy's kind of looking down at my temperatures now, you know what I mean? So have your fun your way with the new 3.0 software with all our cool stuff that we've added here with this. And like I said, this is just us getting started with that. You also have options to upload by app or get more images, and getting more images will link you right over to our Thermaltake website, where we have a lot of other Thermaltake things that you can download that we've already made custom sized for your thing. So like right here with wallpapers, you can do that. There's mobile, all the AI GIFs are in here too. So if you want to download these and use them, like say you didn't have that and you want to get those, you can go download these right here. And this is just thermaltake.com/wallpapers. Pretty straightforward. There's some TT girl in here. We've got Christmas things. All the stuff that we've done over the years is all in here. Even the stuff for the Ram, the little towers dancing by, some Halloween stuff in here, you know, or maybe you want to slap in some waffles. It's up to you, right? It's up to you. We're just giving you all the options that you want to do here with this. All right. So you guys can kind of see, you can have some fun with this too. You know what I mean? Can I have this PC? I wish I could give it to you, but I'm so sorry. We have to reuse this for something else in the future. But you can do a couple of things. The other thing that's really neat, if you don't want to do like system info and you know, stuff like you don't want to see that right there, you can do a little text and put a little texting in here, and we can put in, we can go waffle on. You know, we can put like waffle on. Let's center that. Let's pick like an orange color. Maybe we'll drop it down here to the bottom. Oh, that's a little too low for the text size. We got a little waffle on like that. We'll check the box. Oh, wait. There we go. Select the text color, and then there you go. Now you can have a little message displayed right there, like don't touch. Or if you see this, welcome to Thermaltake. Hope you enjoy your stay. I've never tried to do like a ton of words. Okay, and then I'll click off the box. If I click off the box, is that gonna work? Okay, so it doesn't wrap. It doesn't wrap, so that's something to consider. I honestly didn't know. But then, yeah, if you go back to system info, something nice and simple like this. I got this cool AI waffle thing. Like I said, you can make this with anything, guys. Go on Sora, go on DaVinci, go on Gemini, go do whatever you want to do. OpenAI, you have a lot of different options. Now, the other thing that we're integrating, it's brand new, is that we have our new AI Forge. Now, AI Forge requires an API key, and it's powered by DALL-E E3. So this is basically OpenAI or ChatGPT's API key that you can go and you can get. It's something you have to do on your own, and you have to have your own account over on open.ai. If you would like to do that, you can then link your key, which I've already done.
Mike, what day is it, Mike?
By having an account set up, you can then go in here, type in what you want to see, click go, and it will generate that text to image right here on the left hand side, and then you can then just click save to add it in. Of course, you can make your own AI your own way, and you can upload it just the same. So you got a lot of options. There's a lot of wants and not as many needs. We're trying to make stuff a lot more flexible for everybody. Software is so important, guys, and we're really trying to do you guys a solid. It's very early on. We got a lot more to add. There's a lot more coming down the road, especially as we get closer to CES. So wait and see what's going on. And always don't forget to click apply and return up at the top, and that's good. You'll never have to change this again. You'll shut your system down, turn your system back on. Everything will then stay where you have it, or it will retain that. But just gotta understand, you'll get those things to kind of boot up from the beginning. Now, to kind of touch bases on the new settings page, because we're running close on time here. So I just want to kind of make sure I cover everything. Just give somebody something, right? We haven't done any content on this just yet, and I definitely need to do some videos too. So right here, you have your auto update. You have Razer Chroma features. Yes, we're still supporting the Razer Chroma synchronization for Razer products to link with our stuff. It's the only company we've partnered with besides ourselves. We have RGB memory. Now, say for example, you have your motherboard software, and your motherboard software also controls your RAM. If you want the motherboard software to do it, you can turn this off. If you want our software to do it, then you're going to, well, I'm sorry. You're gonna, this says allow motherboard software to control the RAM. So if it's off, that means our software is gonna do it. If you turn this on, then that means the motherboard software will get full control of it, and you won't get double lighting, if that makes sense. There is on and off features on both sides. Most motherboard companies have updated to offer this support because it's been a messy situation over the years, and we also have it too. So pick your poison, decide which way you want to go. Amazon Alexa, you want to voice your RGB, that's your call. You can log in and sign up. TT Sync. Now, TT Sync's going to be related to my mouse, my keyboard, my other TT products that are connected to the system. Like I was showing you here on the Connect page, I'm under TT Sync. I got my mouse and my keyboard. If I turn this on, then my mouse and keyboard are just going to match with what I have for the color for my fans. So pretty straightforward. Here's also where your API key is. You'll click enter to add that in there, and that's for the AI Forge type of feature. Now, on the right-hand side, besides your language and your temperature, I still don't understand why people pick Fahrenheit, but having your selected as Celsius for what you show, we've also added in some cool theme colors. You're gonna get the 25th anniversary by default, but you can come over here and you can click customize, and this is gonna customize the actual software menu itself. So, you know, maybe we want to change our color a little bit here, and we wanna go more blue, maybe a little purple in there, you know, kind of match our lighting settings. We can definitely do something like that. And there's also a menu lighting feature. Enabling this will then add even more lighting around for that. And I mean, you can do like there's a little breathing thing. I can change the speed up so you can kind of see, and you'll see this right hand or this left hand side start to react to that. So some new things that we've added to the software. So it's up to you as far as, you know, if you like it or you don't like it, you know, it's your choice. For any of the environment stuff, this will be where you'll pick your audio. Like since I'm connected up to the stream, it's going through my CamLink Pro. So that's where I'd pick that for it to be able to react to that. Locations for weather. And then of course, one of the big ones is auto start and auto minimize. This may or may not be I mean, as you can see, I didn't change this, and by default, both of these are enabled. So what that means is the software will boot up when Windows starts, and it will minimize. So you won't just hit you in the face. You might see the little TT loading, but you're not gonna see that software. It's gonna be minimized down here by the clock. And if you just wanna see it, all you gotta do is go down to your drop down, double click on the TT icon, and it pop right up. So either way you go. We're trying to minimize a lot of this stuff. So once you guys go in, you set it, you can forget about it, and everything's good to go then from there. But yeah, these are some of the basic features with this. Connecting up, setting your lighting for your RGB products, and then of course then setting your screens. Now if I had the 6-inch screen like for the View 600 or some of the other screens, that would show up here, and you can have those clone or do different things. And you can even put different values for, like, you know, your temperature monitoring, or even put some simple text on there. So it's got a lot of fun, and we're gonna be adding a lot more stuff to it. So, wow, it's a lot. It's a lot. That's the quickest way I could break this down so you guys can see and be able to get a little bit of an understanding. 3.03 is now out. If you would like to play around with it, have a blast. We can put ourselves in radar mode, and we can waffle it up and do a lot of fun things with it. Do a lot of fun things. I mean, we kind of want to match our little Waffle AIO display here. We still got to get our graphic card software installed, and we can match that up too, and that shouldn't be a problem. I've run Armory Crate, MSI Center, all those other things in between, Firestorm, like all those, and they all work together with it too. Like I said, the only real concern is the RAM, but it's really not too big of a deal. Really not too big of a deal. And yeah, jump on over here to this. There you can kind of see more or less the final product. There's our cool little Waffle running in its loop, doing its thing, taking a look at those temperatures, and then you can set up your RGB how you'd like to with all of that. Oh, one last thing. Very important. Hey, why didn't I think of this? Cooling. So there's also a feature called fan speed that's in here. It's not going to show up until you connect, so make sure you connect first, but then going into fan speed, then I have different options in here for this. I prefer the global options to make it nice and simple. You can set each individual fan to do whatever you would like it to do. I can go in here, fully customization, and have all the graphs that you would ever want. But you also have some nice little simple options like doing PWM or doing like system temperature. And then with system temperature, I can set this to customize. I can then set and create my own little graph and do like what I want to do with my fan speeds, like this. You know what I mean? And like, oh, it's too hot, and put all that stuff up there. And then once I have that set, then the fans are then going to react based on the graph that I have set there. And that's just a simple single click to be able to go back and forth. And again, once you set it, you don't have to worry about it. You're going to come back over here to your profile or PC info, and you're going to notice your fan quick control is going to show up, and you're going to see it on customized. And you can even do these quick little jump buttons too, just the same, or just go to fan settings and right there. Super easy stuff. Super easy stuff, you guys, but a lot of stuff at the same time. Oh. Full speed ahead. But hey, well, a lot of options. That's probably the down and dirtiest, fastest way I can kind of break down everything to give you at least something as far as what we got going on with our new 3.0 software. Again, 3.03 is the latest version. As of right now, we'll probably have some other updates coming. There's some more features that are going to be added in. We got new products coming like MindCube and a lot of other stuff. So I'm looking forward to how we're going to have that all set up and be able to mess with more than one screen. I'm going to be able to mess with 4 different screens. So really excited about a lot of that. Again, the new 3.0 software. If you have a TT RGB product, definitely check it out. We've made a lot of improvements, guys. A lot of improvements. Real happy how a lot of this stuff's working. Once you get the right controller, am I right? Once you get the right controller. But all right, you guys. Oh, that's a lot. Nice, it finally reads my actual memory speed instead of, yep, yeah, a lot of that stuff's getting, more and more stuff's getting added in. A lot of the newer CPUs and stuff are getting added in. There's a lot of them, you know, come and go, both Intel and AMD. So there's a lot there with that too. So play around with it. Remember, we got a Discord community. You got a question, drop it in there. If I can't help, maybe somebody else can. Try to give you guys some advice. Again, it's not for customer service, but we do like community troubleshooting. And if somebody has an idea, or I always like to jump in personally myself and try to help out. Just remember, good questions get good answers. I think that's really important for me. If you're gonna take the time to give me a question, show me the time and I'll show you a proper response. You know what I mean? We won't get into that right now. Good, we won't get into that right now. But yeah, oh, I think that does it for me. Oh, another beautiful hump day. We got our build going. View 290. It's all good to go, baby. Checky check. We've got it all waffled out here for you. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Let's get it all back together. There we go. Taking the view with a View 290, guys. Nice mid-tower case. Packs a lot of stuff. Has some really good features in here with the case, but boy, does it give you a view. And it's not necessarily a fish tank. It's a little bit different. So check it out. Good stuff. I'll run for a mark and see if it reads my GPU wattage. Dude, let me know. Let me know. I'm curious, especially above 600 watts. Let me know. I'm curious on what's going on with that. Send me a screenshot. I'd love to see, man. I'd love to see more testing and stuff like that. We definitely need to do, because I'm really curious on a lot of that stuff. I mean, I could push this 4090 and all that. You know, maybe I will after stream here. You know, maybe get some games on. You know, again, like I'm telling you, man, I'm hooked on Silksong. I don't know about you Hollow Knight fans out there, but I am hooked on Silksong. So I think I'm gonna go now. It's game time. All right. Happy hump day, everybody. Take care. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Have a great Wednesday and even a better weekend, you guys. Thanks for waffling. We'll see you next time. Bye.